There we go. All sorted. We have a pole. Just tuck that cable in a bit nicer. That looks a bit. It doesn't look very nice like that, does it? What if we put that up there? Oh. Technologia. Technologia. Good to see you guys. How are you all? How's everybody going? I'll make that a bit smaller, right? Okay, we'll put a bit of an angle on it. Look at that. It's looking spicy now. There we go. How's everybody's week going so far? Oh, must be time for a glass of milk. Must be time for a nice glass of milk. It'll keep me going. Oh, I'm doing all right. Nick, how about yourself, mate? Doing all right. Just decided to take a couple of days off stream and just do a bit less, and just give myself some time. You know. So yeah, I'm back. Just sometimes I just go, you know what? I got a lot in my head. I'm thinking about a lot. I'm trying to plan a lot. So sometimes it's good to just take a bit of a break from everything. You know, as we all do with everything. So yeah. How the hell are you? Yeah, I'm doing all right, Kurt. I'm doing all right. How are you guys going? What's going on? What is the news? What do you know? What do you have to tell me? Hello, pup. Come in here. All right. All right. Okay. What's going on? What's going on, puppy? You need some attention. That's big ears. Thinking about deleting YouTube. Hey, get out of me! This is my milk. Just trying to steal me milk. You seen that, right? She tried to steal me nice glass of fresh milk. I try and have a nice refreshing milk. You gonna come here? What's going on? You're molting at the moment. If any, we could start selling merch at this rate. At the rate Heidi is shedding fur. I'm kidding. We don't sell anything here. No, just been taking a couple of days, thinking a bit, planning a bit, scheming things for the channel and stuff, and just I can only do so much in a day. So when I get into a whole like deep thought and planning all this stuff, I'm like, oh man, I'll just take a couple of days off here. You know, spend some more time with Susie and that, and yeah. You're kid, puppy. Stop trying to eat the bed. No, stop. You're a lunatic. You know that. Hey. There's something wrong with your brain, dog. You know that? Do you know that? There's something wrong with your brain. Something wrong with your brain. You know that? Yeah, I agree. There is definitely something wrong with your brain. Don't know what they put in these dogs, man. What up, Falcon? How's it going, man? Middle of the night. Oh, wait for a sec or two. How's everyone? Good, Dinah. You're going all right. So we'd hang out. I was going to do a stream earlier today down in the garage, but in the end I just potted around down there. Been enjoying just, a bit of time offline, not so to speak, literally, yeah. Been not much on the Instagram or anything. I played a bit of the Slither game and a bit of the Snake game that alleviated some of my mind, you know. When it got too noisy, you know, played a bit of the game and that, and then just back to it. So I'm just flowing along. Hello, puppy. Can I help you? Yeah, come here. Hey, come here. Here. Window. No, you're not. Heidi, here. Window. Right. Can we just sit here? Well, can we just yes. And why are you so overactive? You need a break. That's a donor, so sometimes I do need to. Are you alright there, dog? Is this the show now, is it? It's the Pat Heidi show. Stay there. Do you need to stare out the window or something? Are you having withdrawals? Oh, come on then. Here. Oh, there you go. Here, look. You come over here. Dog. Oh, no, we're not going to start whining. We just went out there. We've just been out there playing. No, we've just been out there playing for half an hour before I went, no. We've literally just been out there for half an hour, running around, playing. We've done all of that. Come up here. No, come lie down. Don't you jump out it. Stay. No. Come here. Heidi. Bed. Here. No, your bed then. Pick a bed then. Go on. It's enough. I tried, dog. I tried. No, you had your chances, dog. You could have sat here with me. We've just been outside. Too little, too late on that one, dog. Super Steam, is it hot for you, Dale? Very scared of dogs. Oh, don't worry about dogs, mate. Most of them are alright. There's no bad dogs, only bad owners, right? This tends to be how it goes. The morning tends to bring with it optimism. It can do, Diana. A rested mind is a good one, typically. I would agree, mate. Days and nights are wacky. Yeah. When your sleep gets out of normal, I don't know. Life just feels a bit surreal when my sleep gets out an hour or two here or there. I start to feel the lack. Doing good, trying to get back on schedule. Sleep is back with you, like one. Yeah, exactly. I'm a bit there myself. I'm doing all right. Usually sleep by like 10. Oh, I got teeth. What have you done? What have you done to me jumper, dog? What are you blibbing? Yeah, mumble. Oh, got a blibbing. Yeah, hang on. That's what you did when you whacked the milk. You splashed it up me blimming arm, dog. No, beds. Hey. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to give me a moment here. The dogs are being apparently just absolutely special. Can we stop all of this? No. Go lie down. You stay here. There's enough. Way too much excitement. Way too much going on there, dog. You, bed. Grumble. Heidi. Come on, go lie down. Enough. Come on, dude. Enough. Stay there now. No, enough now. You're getting too wound up. Trying to be firm but kind. I'm trying. My apologies, audience. It's enough, dog. Thank you. Yeah, well, dog, every time you whine, dog, you take me from 20 viewers, and then I tell you to stop, and then we go to 15, then we go to 10, then we go to 5, because people are like, oh, he's not talking nice to the dog. Because if I talk to her like, oh, go do this, go do that, as you see, she's not going to listen. So I try to be very, Are you done with all the performance? First time seeing a doggy in the channel. Yeah, she's all just whines, mate. Are you done now? There we go. There's all the dog emojis. So yes, we're having a classic Heidi moment on the channel at the moment. My cats have the zoomies tonight. Yeah, Diane, I don't know what's up with them. They were out this morning playing with Susie. I've just had them out now for at least 30 minutes before I streamed. And they've been running around, playing with them. I won't mention all the things, but yeah, they've been doing lots of stuff. Apparently that's not enough. Now Zed's licking all his paws. You done, Zed? Right. You stay there. There's all the doggy. Oh, I've invited him now. Big stretch. Oh, there's the big stretch. Hey, fella. Right, now, you can have some pats, but then you're going to have to go in your bed, because otherwise she gets all, you know what she's like over the bed, eh? Yeah, I know. She's a dick. Oh, you got an eye booger. I'll get that. There you go. Yes, your eye booger got. Is that better? Yeah, big nod. Okay, thanks, mate. All right, your bed now. Go on. Your bed now. No, she's up here. I know. I'd like to have you both up here, but it ain't going to happen. You know how it goes. Go have a sleep. Go get some sanity without her jumping on you, dog. Boring isn't that bad. Some time to think. That's it, Lightwood. Slowing things down a bit sometimes, right? Pancakes make a poor hat substitute, especially after the syrup and butter. Okay, yeah, I would agree. That's a good point there, Oaken. What channel do I know you from, Oaken? What channel were you just in, like yesterday, that I was in? I do recall Oaken very, very well, but now I can't remember what the channel was. Do you want some cheese with that wine? The dog will never say no to cheese. You're not wrong. Yeah, she might want a YouTube channel just for the dogs. Yeah. It's the thought has crossed my mind, Lightwood. Critter channel might go over. Yeah, I have considered it once the cabin's done. They have more of their own area. We might have a dog dedicated channel. That's what it is, isn't it? Nobody's actually here for me on my channel. Nobody's here for mental health chats or any of what we do here. I mean, everyone's just here for the dog. It's all right. I know my place. I know my place, chat. Hear that? This is your channel, mate. There we go. Look, okay, sweet. So I'll just sit off to the side the whole time. You can just watch Heidi's channel. You stay there. You're the host now, mate. Everywhere open. Yeah, it's Heidi's channel now, guys. Get your advice off her. Is that right? Really? You're right there. Winter fading away. Oh, it seems to be. It's definitely been the coldest nights of winter the last few days, mate. Are you literally pushing the window open just enough to get your nose out of it? Just for a sniff of that freedom, eh? Is that what it's all about? You just have to, as long as you can get a nostril out the window, you're happy. You got issues, dog. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Look. The YouTube translation into dog's working well. Woof, woof, woof. Rough bow wow. And half bark woof. Woof growl laugh. I agree. Yep, Heidi's taken over as host of the show now, guys. Since everyone's just here for the damn dog, I'm just gonna sit off screen and you guys can just have dog. It's your channel now, dude. You careful what you wish for. You whine so much, you wanted all the attention of the channel. Oh yeah, see, it's not as easy as I make it look on here, is it, dog? Yeah, it's not as easy as I make it look, is it? You lasted 2 minutes streaming. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Go to bed. Now bear in mind, I do this for like 2 or 3 hours, mate. Dale, as I said, Dale, I already let them play up until we came inside to stream, so she's just being herself. Enough. Right. Eventually she does settle down. Some nights on the channel she's out cold. Some nights she's a menace. She's a menace sometimes. Welcome back. Oh, thank you, Lightwood. Thank you, mate. Good to see you again. Thanks for joining the chat there, mate. Just going to keep a calm, quiet energy, and we'll see if the dog stops whining. Heidi. We're almost there. You. Away. Go on. Go away. Go away. Here. Go lie down. Right, that's enough. No wonder you guys get bad hips when you flop your butt down like that. No, down. Stay there. There's enough. It's enough, okay? I love you. I love you to bits, but I do have to have some time. Like, this is, like, I can't have you interrupting all the time. Stay. Enough. Settle down. Right. The dog is now settled. Or not. Heidi! I'll show you. Heidi! Leave your brother alone. Go lie down. Oi! Go lie down. You gonna listen? Biggest ears in the world and they don't work, do they? Go lie down. That is enough. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Go lie down. Yes. Stay. Stay. Don't wink at me, you little shit. I love you. Now stay. I'm busy. I'm trying to have a chat with my fine audience. Right. About 7 PM here. It is. I'll check for you, bro. It does change with the daylight savings time a bit. It's 5:40 PM at the moment. Greetings, Possum. Been worried about you. Oh, we're chugging along all right, man. I definitely needed a couple of days. Definitely needed a couple of days to just chill out and wind down off streaming sometimes. I think that's the main thing I'm learning about streaming is like, yeah, I can do 3-4 streams a day. I can do 7 or 8 hours, but every sort of 2 or 3 weeks, I think I need a couple of days off here to reclaim my mind. Especially to like free up the time to move forward in life and all the other things I want to think about. It's like, otherwise it's like work on cars, work on this, work on that, stream and everything's structured. And sometimes it's like I need to step back and like reassess everything and remind myself where I'm at and what's going on. And you got to take some breaks, right? You all shook up? Zed, stop licking your bed. We're not going to... I've just got one dog settled. Don't you start. Right. Left. Right, left, right. 1, 2, Zed. Bah. I really need to get this cabin done. Where the dogs have their own room. And their own, like, fenced-off deck area and stuff. And then they can just do whatever they like. Too much streaming is bad for the mind, depending on what you see. Yeah, like, that's the thing is, for the most part, like, when we discuss deep, serious topics here, and people come in with, like, serious problems they want advice on and stuff, right? It's not that it, like, usually I get off stream and I kind of just, go about my life, right? I've been very good at separating that, but then there's some things where they really gets me deep thinking, and I just sit there after stream, and it's like, it's not like rent-free in my head in a bad way. I'm considering the things we talked about and how I can serve better on here, how I can do a better job of it. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to. Yeah. Sometimes you got to step away from the thing to be able to step back into it, right? I think it was the same with the garage stuff. Just weeks of cleaning the garage and organising and going through car parts and weeks of the chats and this and that, and then I'm trying to switch to the push-ups and do that as well. And I'm like, okay, if we're doing over 700 push-ups every day in September, I need to step back and take a couple of days to unwind and reshuffle and make sure I can actually handle this effectively, because otherwise I go ADHD mode and I try to take on 40 things at once. I'm just going to burn myself out. So I definitely should grow a beard. Oh, the beard is slowly making a comeback. It takes a while. What's the prompt tonight? The prompt tonight is just talking about What's something you've learned in life you want to teach other people? Something you've learned about self-improvement or procrastination, or I don't know. Maybe somebody says they got an inflatable blow-up doll and they know the correct pressure to put it to. I don't know. Yay, beard. I don't really like the beard. I don't really like the beard. I like going with that sans beard, to be honest. Keeping morals is important. Yes, it is, Falcon. I think that's very important. I think that's where social media has lost society a lot. You're bang on there, actually. It's very interesting you touch on that subject, Falcon, because it's something I've been thinking about a lot all week. Is the moral position of people. You can have it all in this world. You can have, if you're morally bankrupt, you can get all the money and all the power and all the whatever, right? These are the people who run that shit, right? But yeah. Is that right? I know. Heidi, enough. You've had enough attention. Growing a beard makes you look grizzled and full of life advice. Oh, so I should be like that guy who sits outside on the wooden chair around the fire. What is it? Something Wrangler School? That guy was Wise Cowboy. That Wise Cowboy. Yeah, Ronnie, you're not wrong. Yep, the wrong woman for sure. The main reason Heidi's whining is she's coming on heat. So this is where Heidi is a nightmare for a couple of weeks. You got some pains in your innards there, dog. Do you just need some comfort? Is that what it is? I'm just going to close it up because it is getting a bit cold out there. Oh no. Are you struggling a bit with womanly pains? Is that what it is? Is that what all this whining is? Right. I know, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I know, life's rough. It is. It is pretty rough, eh? But you got me. You do. You got me. Do you love your daddy? You love your daddy? Yep. Okay, that's good. You're talking to yourself? No, you're not talking to yourself, Ronnie. I replied to you. He said, live your life, don't let anyone hold you down. The only thing holding you back is you and woman. I said, yeah, the wrong woman can definitely cause problems, right? I do apologise if I do miss some stuff, guys. I try and get all of it. 1 out of 100 chances comes a random dude who makes you think really deep. The rest, 99% are just here for the dogs. Dale, I love it. Beard is a necessary requirement for hermits. I'm not a hermit. Who says I'm a hermit? What? Where is this impression that... Why do we get this impression on here? People say like Karen's up there, like you're a hermit, you're a bum, you live in a caravan. You know, like you gotta open your mind a bit more, folks. You gotta remember what you see on YouTube is not the whole picture, right? It's not the whole picture of things, of what you immediately see in the environment somebody's streaming from. When you can see this much of a room, it's not representative. But a critical thing. Oh, I know, puppy. You're just gonna be a nightmare all stream, aren't you? You're just gonna be a nightmare the whole night, puppy. A fake long beard, that'll work too. Okay, Kurth. Yeah, just acting. Yes, I will do acting. Yes, when I come on stream. You need to shush. No. Enough. Enough now. You're being naughty. Enough. Enough. Thank you. Right. Always be good to service people. Waiters and others. Waiters and others like them. They make the world run and can make your life so much better. Also, a great thing to pay attention to on first dates or with friendships, right, Electro? You can test people that way. Don't see how they treat you. See how they treat the wait staff. See how they treat the Yeah, it's always a good thing on like first dates and stuff. You take somebody to a cafe or something, and you go, how do they actually how not how are they with you? What impression are they trying to give you? You'll tell if they're real by how they treat the wait staff, how are they treating other people. You know, somebody goes to walk around them a bit close, and oh sorry, and they go, oh no, it's all right. You know, watch that body language will tell you a lot. Stay on your bed. Here. Stay there. Stay. I can't handle any more of this right now, dog. You're pushing me buttons. At this rate, I will just walk down to the garage and stream from the garage. It's cold, but I'll go down there away from the dog so I can stream. Are you serious? Are you done? You're done now. Okay. People don't have basic good manners. Thank you. Learned at home or kindergarten. No caring about anyone. Thoughtless, rude. Yep. Yep. It's good. You know what? You know what I love about being more aware and you choose people more carefully is people are really good at throwing up their red flags. They're really good at showing you who they are early on. So, you know, it's good. It's the good thing about people is you can read between the lines generally. You know, you can figure it out. What's wrong with being a hermit? Yeah, I don't know. My favourite card in tarot, the Hermit. Okay, yeah, I don't know anything about the tarot cards and stuff here, Diana. Only a hermit if a wizard in grey robes and a hat comes knocking on your door. Yeah, could work, could work. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. Man who lives in peace is a man who looks within himself and sits comfortably in silence. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're bang on, Kurth. Alright, I'm not too behind on the chat. This is good. We're caught up. People keep wanting an explanation. Better to be in a small group of good people than in a crowd where they're all fake. That's it. That's why, like, there might usually only be 10, 20 people here, but we've got a great community here, right? So that's the whole idea of the channel, is to create a little slice. I think it's become that. Would you guys agree? I think it's become a good little slice where you guys can hang out and get along with other people in the chat. I think it's a unique thing. You know, there's a lot of good channels in there around chatting, but I think my audience gets along well. We've had only like one fight between members or something. One little argument. No, she doesn't need to. No, Falcon, no. I've just had them out. No, they've done all of that right before they come in. She's just the dog. She's hidden for being on heat, so she starts whining and being herself. Don't you? She's settled down a bit now. G'day, Georgina. No, not the husband, mate. Not the husband, Georgina. We're not selling clones of me yet. Georgina is going to be the reason I start selling full-size body pillows as my first bit of merch. Like a big human, like 2 meter long pillowcase with just me on it. Georgina will take the entire stock on that one. Just fill her home with them. So it's good. So I'm going to fund my motorbike racing. Anybody else want one? Yeah. Don't go stick the blooming window handle up your nose, dog. I've got issues, you know that, dog. Yeah, how's your week going, Georgina? How are things going, my friend? You know, Georgina, I'll tell you right now. Even if I was a single man and all of these things, right? All of these things, Georgina, I'll tell you one thing. With the last name Williams, you're cooked. I had 5 exes in a row with the last name Williams or a variation of it. And every single one of them cheated on me and ruined me fucking life. So I swore I'd never go near anybody with Williams in their name or anything similar ever again. So I'm sorry. It's just how it is. There's some deep down lore on my life there. Literally, every person I was in a relationship with who cheated on me had William in their name. Last name. I wasn't with anybody called William, but I'm just saying. You ever met a person that every person you've met with that name is a dick? It's like it's assigned to a specific type of person at birth. No, just me. All right, just me maybe. Oh no, sure. It's just funny little side note there. But no, I used to have horrible taste in people. I won't say I had horrible taste in women, because I had all kinds of friends and stuff that did me wrong, all sorts of, I had bad taste in people. Um, Acquaintances, not true friends. Well, I've got some true friends, but I should have focused more on the true friends and less on the acquaintances who just wanted to get what they could out of you, knowledge, whatever, right? Got to be careful with that. You've got to value it. You've got to protect your time. You really do. And protect your peace, right? I think that's what I'm all about these days. Protecting my peace. Natural algorithms, yes. Yet again, every time I go live, I've told this person I know, I've told them, I'm live at like this time every day is my main live stream, and it's the only time you ever text me is and you bring up like 5 texts during my live, and I've told you, just text me later, text me after like 9 p.m. That's fine. But no, they only ever text me when I'm live streaming. Okay. Georgina, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Mine was Lily or some variation, but I got lucky. They were real sweet to me. Okay. Well, there we go. Electro has a vote for people called Lily. Apparently, a well-rounded, good people. Holy law drop. Yeah. That was an interesting one. Georgina, the way to be a good girl here is to respect Susie, respect the chat, and stop simping so much. I kind of figure Georgina is most likely just a troll like the others with a girl account name and does that. I don't know. I figure that's what it is. Like, I'm not too dense, so, but whatever. I find it amusing. The whole design of this life is to go into the next one. Could be. Who would know? How can we be sure? This is the thing, right? I think that's the biggest thing people fear is death. The finiteness of life. So everybody is always freaks out of like, well, what's the point in getting everything because you're going to lose it all and this and that and whatever. And that's kind of the main framing of religions, isn't it? Not that we talk about religion here, but that is the main framing. It says something after death, so don't worry about it, right? So you can have that faith and go about your life, and there's something on the other side, right? It prevents people from, it's an answer to that question, isn't it? But yeah, for me, it wasn't. There wasn't ever enough in them to be the right answer for me as such. I don't know. I gave up contemplating such things. I try and just focus on what I'm doing in my day to day. Only Earth Angel I know is the song Marvin Berry sang. Okay. Oh, Earth Angel. Oh, it rings a bell. The title rings a bell. I can't hear it in the mind though, Electro. Have no fear, love is stronger than hate, and you will be rewarded. Most Earth Angels attract Earth Demons. Interesting. Every person has an appointment to keep with death that they cannot cancel. That's it, Michael Knight. Hey, good enough for heaven, ever lied or stolen before, ever lust or hated anyone before. All of it, man. All of it. I'm a human being, man. I am a human being. But no, I'd say I'm good enough for heaven, mate. Jesus died for our sins and all that, so I'm probably good enough for heaven. Um, change me ways and have good intent, serve others. I should be on good stride. Personally, I don't believe in heaven. If you want to go there, personally, I do not believe in heaven or hell or any of these things. Right? What I believe in is just be a good person, be a light on the world, not a blight. Have my existence be a net positive for the world than a negative. Give more than I take, or all that. Right? You gotta have your own life, but serve others is very important. As long as it's a movie about a DeLorean and an old scientist who goes back to the future. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to it again now. I did rewatch Back to the Future about 6 months, a year ago, maybe. There, Electro. Yeah. For me, I definitely there's too much happens in the world for coincidence. I just don't want to go. The thing about religion for me is I don't want to go into like I'm going to read all of them and pick one because I know the origin of all religions, so I know what it's about, which is why I usually don't discuss it. There's some kind of energy, some kind of power, some kind of something to the universe. I just don't want to go, this is God, this is Jesus, this is right. It's there's definitely something there. A bit much for things to be coincidence. But yeah. There is a heaven. I've not yet met one person that deserves to be there for it. As men, we don't deserve anything what we can grasp. I think I get your meaning. I mean, I was raised Christian, right? My family went to church and all of that, and my family stopped going to church because all it was everybody at church just gossiped about everybody, and then they were just gossiping about them behind their back and that. And they had enough of it. They were like, we're here for religious reasons. We're not here for all this bullshit. So that's why my parents left. So I went to Sunday school until I was about maybe 8 or 9 years old. I remember I had my Sunday school. I had my little suit, my little tie. I had my whole. I looked very adorable. I had blonde hair and a bowl cut. I was a gorgeous child. Then all this happened. Father Time. One of the questions about church and the government, who do you serve more if you give 10% to the church and 30% to the government? Oh, I don't know, mate. Do for others and what you need will come to you essentially. Yeah, like what? Yeah, I agree on that. I think the universe rewards good actions. Time, but as they say, crime pays. You watch people flaunt all their wealth, but what do they get? They get material wealth, right? You love how New Zealand men talk. Yep. Georgina's already googling for a like a Russian mail order bride site. New Zealand mail order husbands. There you go, Georgina. There's a great business for you. Then you can have your pick of the litter. You start that business, right? Start like a Russian dating website, right? Wife finder type thing, but do it for New Zealand husbands. Set it all up, and then you can get all the information. Pick of the litter there for yourself. Keep the best one or something. Could work out. Very interesting. The moment that I never talk about religion on here, it's the rule of the channel. No religion, no politics. And the moment we start talking about religion, all these new people appear in the chat, and interesting. I find it interesting because everybody wants to focus on, not everybody, but people want to focus on asking questions their whole life. Right, the moment we start talking about religion, it's let's discuss all of this. Let's discuss that. Let's discuss the sports team. Let's discuss the politics. Let's discuss everything. But what we're like, but actually spending our time on things, right? It's always discussing. It's always figuring it out. It's always what happens after we die. It's like, well, we don't know, do we? That's why everyone's still arguing about it. Everybody of every religion thinks they're right. Do they not? So somebody's wrong. I'm just saying. Dog, off now. Off now. Come on. You can go over there or something. Move. Yeah, good girl. Stay there. Go lie down. Good. Get you settled. All religion is man-made, but spirituality is God-made. Yes, yes. So, no. My view on it is my views, I guess, are similar to that of religious people. You know, I just try to be a good guy, mate. I don't know. I don't even try to be a good guy. I just am. Like when things happen, it's like, well, what's the correct way to respond? I don't usually go for the I don't know, treat others as you want to be treated. I don't know. Can't we just make that the rule of the planet? Treat others as you'd like to be treated. I think that solves the question. Being a good guy doesn't mean you're perfect. Yeah, nobody's perfect. I think it's just how you. Ask my chat, Michael. Ask my viewers, but I'd be a bit biased on the issue. Be the good you wish to see. That's it, Kurth. See, Kurth has a masterful way, like a good friend of mine who's an avid gamer, of reframing and taking what I mean and just putting it in another term. Do appreciate it, Kurth. I can be a bit of a dumbass with the wording sometimes. Michael, I would just ask you just slow down on the chat a bit, mate. Just slow down, all right? I never talk about religion on here. I'm trying to engage it a bit, but if it's going to be like, it's a bit much. Just calm down. How many wives have you told before in your whole life? How many wives have I told? You see the power of faith, you can't help but share the experience. I think what it does for a lot of people, Raw Dog, is just, if you believe in that and that's what you believe in and you have faith and there's an afterlife and that, when people you care about die, that they're going to this better place or whatever, it gives people comfort, right? It's all comfort to me as I see it, right? But again, I have heavily religious friends and I support them. Like when in Rome, I'll support them. I'll support their beliefs. If that's what they believe and that's serving them, I'm not going to argue it. Lies? What is man but a collection of upheld lies? Yes, I agree. Well, Michael, seeing as I've gone down to one viewer from talking about your religion, we're going to drop the topic. I'm going to ban you. Have a nice one. I think that's enough of that. Just because it's just going to... I see where it's going. But thank you, profile pictureless random Facebook account name based off a TV show character. Thank you for interrupting. Yep. That's it, Carly. That's what I mean. Like, right. So yeah. I will steer away from the religion, guys, because it's just my opinion. Like anybody who's religious, it's their opinion, right? Many a war has been waged since the beginning of time over these disagreements. So this channel is meant to be about just getting along, trying to progress our lives and all that. Do I have a Discord? No, I don't do Discord, man. I had Discord for a while. I've been considering getting Discord again, but it was for another channel I watch, Shaun of the Bread, and I end up talking too much. I end up popping in and checking it and replying and right. And just I need my focus. I try and eliminate all these kind of distractions. Just having Instagram and YouTube is bad enough for me. It's just Yeah, that's it, Kurth. That's it, man. When in Rome. What's up, Mark? I made a channel. Fantastic, Stormbringer. What are you going to do on your channel, mate? That's awesome. You got TT now. Do you mean the game Unknown? Tourist Trophy. PlayStation 2. It's an elite game, mate. Underrated game. Oh, TikTok. Oh, yeah. I had TikTok I swore I'd never get TikTok, and then D-Bird, Men of Action, was on TikTok and didn't really have mods over there and stuff. So I joined TikTok to go be his mod. and it was 2 days before he got banned off TikTok, or like a day before he got banned off TikTok. I tell you what I saw on TikTok in a day or two, I deleted TikTok. If I had kids and stuff, they would never be going anywhere near TikTok. It's just a dumpster fire, absolute dumpster fire. In my opinion, from everything I saw at TikTok, I'm like, nope, not doing it. Like I put up some of the reels I put for Instagram and YouTube there, and immediately all I got was troll comments. All I got was like 12s talking bullshit. I'm like, nah, I'm out. Georgina says, like and subscribe or else. Or else what? After 2 a.m. here, so I'm gonna try close my eyes. Successfully falling asleep might be a stretch, but I'll try. Yep, give it a go, Diana. All we can do is try, right? All we can do is try. Seen a lot of dark humor straight away. Yep. Yeah, it's like when I first got Instagram and I was doing the push-up challenge and stuff, right? And I put some content on Instagram about the first push-up challenge. It took Instagram all of about 5 minutes to start feeding me gym influencer guys, right? Okay, and a bit of car stuff and whatever. And I basically trained it for the gym stuff and cars and trained the algorithm. Right, cool. And it took it all of 10 minutes before it was trying to sell me trying to sell me steroids. And all these guys essentially talking to teenagers trying to sell steroids. That's all the algorithm wanted to push at me. The moment I appeared on Instagram and went, hey, I'm interested in the gym. I do some push-ups, whatever. It's like, well, reel after reel of me, like people like doing things about, gains or whatever. It's all piss taking whatever. But then in the end, they're pushing all this stuff on people, right? Yeah, and it's crazy. It's like the other thing that was pushing at me on the time was Andrew T, but I don't want to mention that on YouTube at the current politicals. No, we'll leave that topic out. But yeah, that's what was feeding me. Yep, gone, Kurth, gone, baby, gone. Actually, I'm gonna do something here. Hang on. There we go. I'll help the process. Usually a 10-minute timeout does the job for most. I only hide the spammers because hiding people does damage the channel more. I've learned that. So yeah, time them out usually does the job. TikTok in the US is different than TikTok in Japan. We get trash they teach. Yeah, I don't know if that was. I don't know what they do in Japan, but I know in China it's like that. There's a opposite app to TikTok, and it's all about learning. It's all learning videos. It's all teaching. Yep. These things are borderline weapons. It makes sense when you think about it on the global scale. It's exactly if that's what's in people's hands, that's what you're going to try and control. You're going to try and it's an interesting way of doing it. How old is the society of China? How old is the civilization? Compared to what's America now? 250 years old. Didn't America just celebrate? What's China? 3,000 something. I don't know. They're playing the long game. That's what I think. All right. I'm going to put up the curtain again. Keep it warm in here. The heater died again. The rattly cheap heater broke. It started rattling so bad, and then a spark come out the side of it, and I went, let's turn that off. So I guess we'll be spooning the dogs for warmth. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Nice and warm now. Influence only comes from whoever has the loudest megaphone. Yeah, Electra, I think that's something people need to understand a lot of as well. Is there's a lot of noise from very vocal minorities, like rainbow people and stuff. It's all very from the people who do that, or the crazy vegans out doing all kinds of stuff, or the Just Stop Oil people, right? Because it gets the attention, it seems like it's much bigger than it is. But you got to remember, it's the squeaky wheel gets the oil. It's a small small faction. Most people aren't like that. Most people are not like what you see on the internet. Like, people need to remember most people are not what they're doing in their Instagram reel. They're putting on an act there. You see it on here a lot. Like, you go for a scroll through 20 lives, you're gonna find a lot of fake people. A lot of people putting on an act, a lot of people where somebody asks them a question, they're like, and it's just what bullshit can I come up with? And for me, it's like, well, I'm just going to talk about what's real. Thanks for that, Sora. Thanks for the engagement with your comment, mate. Much appreciated. Exactly who I've said I am. I'm an average man. Perfect, Stormbringer. That's exactly. Keep that, man. Just remember to keep that. You made a channel. Just remember why you started, what you're trying to affect. Oh, Diana hit it off. Good night, Diana. Deleted the TikTok app as soon as I bought my phone. Oh, it was pre-installed, was it? Great. G'day, Wanda. How are you, mate? How are you? That's right, yeah. Yeah, that is the new era of YouTube. If you can come on here and be real. Oh my God, I just got another text, but that one was actually useful. There we go. I've just got a text come in. Oh, yes, the Google letter has arrived. Exciting. I think Susie took it to work with her. Yes, there's a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. So there's a letter that has ended up with Susie, but that's all right. And that is the letter from Google. And it is I've got to put in a pin thing that they literally mailed me a letter from America to be able to be paid out on monetization. So all the donos, all the memberships, everything so far, it's just sitting there. They haven't paid me at all yet for, 3 months. So yes, we're finally going to get that YouTube money so I can buy some ring lights and I'll buy a GoPro or Insta360 or something. I've got to look into it more. But need to buy some equipment for the channel. That's what I always said it would be for. Put it all back in the channel. The whole idea. I'm not just going to go like, oh, I can buy another motorbike. It's like, no. Like, we're going to put it into the channel and grow the channel so we can help more people. So I'll try my best. I'm not going to do paid promotion or anything like that. But yeah, I think I can make better quality stuff, make some good long form videos. So it's a lot of work to be done on the channel, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure there, Lightwood. We both made it this far. We've still got lots of enjoyment ahead of us. That's it, Stormbringer. Give me a like and follow, Mark, so we can keep in touch with each other's progress. Yes, Stormbringer. I'll check out your channel, mate. I'll just screenshot that. Make sure I check it out. Oh, cat's dropping heavy. Thank you. No, Zach. No, I'm this way naturally, mate. I was born with ADHD and autism, bro. So it's just there's 10 thought paths going on at once, man. How you going there? How you going there, brother? Did I miss anything in here? No, I think I'm good. Yeah, said hi to Wander and that. I'm as true as my music. No need to lie to everyone else. That's it. Like what I think that's where you find some peace in life, right? If what you're presenting to the world, how you're interacting with the world is actually genuine and real, right? Rather than you're plastering on a face. Have I been to the US? Not yet, but I will in future. I do want to go there. We've got a lot of American viewers, man. Got a lot of American viewers and a lot of great support from the States. So my dream of riding Laguna Seca racetrack is looking pretty viable. So it'll be 2-3 years away at least. I do tentative, right? So sometime in the next 5 years, we will do America on this channel, right? We will do America. Great land, many opportunities. I chase American dream. I'm going to go to Texas. I want to go to a real proper, genuine Texas steakhouse. I want to be served by somebody who comes up to me and says, "How you doing there, darling? You want any more ranch dressing?" No. Bring me a nice cola. Call me darling. And that Texas, that'll do me. That'll do me. That's the side of America I want to see. Size everything. Yeah, everything. Yeah. All goes to the. The lazy algorithm, thank you for your engagement in my chat, mate. Gravy boat a ranch dressing for your pizza, sir. Damn, man. It was George Carlin, my favourite comedian. George Carlin once said that. He said, he was an American guy, right? He said, "Oh, Americans will eat anything. You could sell sautéed raccoon's asshole on a stick, and people would eat it." It was my favourite comedian was George Carlin. If you haven't seen his stuff. How to get a refill, darling? How to get a refill around here, darling? Let's turn off the chat translation. It has its moments. Let's see if we can get all chat again. Oh, it's working today. That's good. Come to Texas. We'll welcome you here with open arms, but you need to stop by Buc-ee's. Gotta go to Buc-ee's. All right, for sure, no question. All right, Buc-ee's it is. Yeah, so I don't want to do like I have no interest in going to like Times Square in the middle of New York or something. I want to see like the back roads of America, right? I don't need to go to like I don't really need to go to like all the motorbiking back roads or something and like ride the tail of the dragon or something. I've seen way too many people going for a ride on tail of the dragon. Somebody coming the other way crashes into them and shit. I'm like, no, I'm good. Suffering happens in your mind, so be discerning of what are genuinely useful. Hang on, I'm just gonna stick with that one. From Blink, a lot of suffering happens in your mind, so be discerning of what are genuinely useful and useless thoughts that cause suffering. I still have a lot to learn, and this is one that I can say I learned so far. Appreciate that, Blink. Appreciate that, man. That's it, right? There's a lot of chatter in the skull. It doesn't mean that's who you are. It doesn't mean it's real. Your self-doubts or things people said to you, the things that churn in your mind, you don't have to action them. You don't have to actually do anything with them. I've been having that. I've just taken a couple of days off streaming. Last few days, my head's been a bit of a tumble, so I took a couple of days off streaming and just made sure I remember why I'm doing what I'm doing and all that. Massive shout out to Kurt for the donor. I did give it a quick mention, but thank you, brother. Much appreciated, man. Stay away from the city's overrated. That's what I was thinking, Kurt. I'll see the real America. Yeah, like what? Yeah. As I say, like, but it's just how the world works, mate. You know, I had to stop. I had to stop staring at all the things in the world that piss me off, and all the narrative they try and push at us that's meant to piss us off, and just be like, I'm not playing it. I'm not reading it. I ain't getting involved in it. Right? It's a great way to protect your peace, right? Focus on actually what you want to focus on. You start to shut out all this other noise, and then you hear other people talking about politics and this and that and whatever. It's like kind of clears up a lot of space in the mind, right? And a board game about that's a classic board game staple for America. Yeah, Electro. Yeah, some heated games of Monopoly in my childhood. You want to see New Jersey? We're the best of both city and some rural areas. Not to mention the famous beach towns we have and great camping. Also, the wildlife here won't really harm you unless you don't check for ticks. Great. Oh dear. Yeah, yeah. I need to. I really want to do the Nürburgring in Germany on a motorcycle, the racetrack. I really want to get some laps around there. To be honest, that'd be kind of childhood dream bucket list. I think. No one gives an apple. You could try ask a snake. Snakes hand out apples apparently, but be careful. Jersey also has a weird turnpike system. Okay. Yeah, that's something interesting about like American road layouts. Is like the on ramps on the freeways with these big spinning. Like, yeah, we don't really do it that way here. I'm trying to remember what a turnpike is. I keep thinking it's like a multi-way intersection. What the heck is a turnpike? Turnpike. Somebody's gonna have to actually refresh me on that. We're learning the cultural learnings of America. Cultural learnings. I'm learning about the American ways. People talk about turnpikes, and then I get told not to mention we don't make left turns off highways in most of New Jersey. We use jug handle lanes. Okay. A road donut. That's a roundabout. Round thing in the middle with roads coming into it, and you give it's called a roundabout. Turnpike. What do you mean turnpike? Yeah, we do. We have roundabouts. What's this turnpike? Is there any part of the English language you people didn't butcher? Can I get a vowel? Why did you have to take the number U out of everything? Colour. Colour is spelled C-O-L-O-U-R. That's how you spell colour, not colour. See, it sounds like something to do with skating there, Brun. Cool accent. Thanks, mate. Life at life. It's a good name. I think I had one of Susie's hair stuck on my face or something, or a dog hair. I keep trying to remove. I'm good. This was a good thing about not living with a woman for a few years. There were never like hairs this bloody long, like wrapped around my nose and over my ears. And... Potato. I can do. Should we do potato in all the different accents? All right. We'll do New Zealand, right? Potato. See, potato. So Texas would be potato. Right? It'd be American. It would be potato. Ireland would be potatoes. Diddly-day potatoes. You know? Potatoes. Oh, I don't know. Potatoes, mate. Australians, you say potatoes, mate. Potato salad, love. Sheila. Ah, dear. It's all going astray. Look, we're just got to get some more volume in that. There we go. My hair's growing out again. I don't know what to do with it now. I can't do the Dragon Ball Z Kamehameha now. I'm getting old, chat. I'm getting old. Potato. Them taters. G'day, Amelia. Oh, that's a very vibrant new profile picture there, Amelia. It stands out, mate. It's very bright. There's a very, very impactful profile picture there, Amelia. Amelia wins on that one. What else have I missed here, chat? Wasn't me that buggered up the language. I had to learn that shit also. G'day, Jamie. How are you, dude? How's it going? What did Kurt say there? I don't think I missed one from Kurt. I got roundabouts here and Payson, Arizona, US. Useful things. Okay. No, it's good, Amelia. I like it. It stands out. It stands out from all the other profile pictures on here, mate. You're going to get famous like that, Amelia. Small dogs and cats are considered potatoes too. What is wrong with this thing? Why is it so weird? What is this? What kind of way of lying down is this dog? I'm going to shrink that. What kind of way of lying down is this? You good now? Life's tough, eh? We'll tuck it out. Look at the beans. The beans. Beans. Right. There we go. We have dog beans. I'm trying to make the pole bigger again, but it's not working. It's fighting me. Hang on. Hang on. I'm just fighting technology here, guys. Going for an album cover vibe. Nice. You want a crazy law? Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Electro. Yeah, drop that law on us, mate. Drop it. Let us know. Going out for a nice walk down the trail soon. Nice. She's trying to be a cutesy. That's a dog. Wants a big hug. I really enjoyed that stream, Kirth, with you and Stoop. Like hearing your two voices, the way you guys played off each other in that stream it was very entertaining. I liked it. It was an absolute treat to go onto your channel, Kirth, and have you there with Stoop doing a. Georgina, behave yourself. Grandma used to live across the street from a serial killer. Oh dear. That's an interesting one. Well, I guess they try not to shop too local. So I guess that's a good thing. I'm just gonna ignore that Georgina on the next comment and stuff. We're just gonna skim past that one, mate. I was struggling yesterday, so I volunteer in a church. There's a big music group this week, but I can't handle noise. Come up in August, I can't flip and cope. Well, you could you can tell them that, Jamie. Don't be afraid to mention that to them. If it's not compatible for you, and just be like, hey, like I'm happy to volunteer, but the noise is too much. The overstimulating of this is too much, right? So I won't do this stuff, but I'll help out with other stuff. People should be understanding, Jamie. If you it's like a don't ask, don't get kind of world. If you don't be afraid to just bring it up with them and just say, hey, it's a bit much for me, right? Thank you, sir. Most welcome, Kirth. Most welcome, mate. Today's going to be noisy. Yep. See if you can, maybe you can get some headphones there, some noise cancelling earbuds or something, and Jamie, something to help out with it. What's up, bro? Hey, Jody. Good to see you, bro. We're just hanging out. Just, evening chat. I haven't been on for 2 or 3 days, so we're having a good, How to realistically get $1,000 without asking neighbours to do tasks for cash. That's what I told you, Marcus. You gotta have some money first. So you can do work for neighbours, you can do a bit of this, bit of that, bit of that, bit of that, right? Then from that money you could buy something to then sell, right? So you don't have to make the full $1,000 washing neighbours' cars and stuff, right? This is what I'd do as a kid. So I'd go and wash a bunch of cars or something, and then I'd buy a bicycle worth $100 for $20, right? And sell it, So you can, but you just need some money to turn it into more money, right? So if you got money and you go, say you have $100 saved up from washing neighbours' cars and whatever, you can go on Facebook Marketplace. Now, Facebook Marketplace, you only want to look at newly listed. You need to find the newly listed stuff. And just every time you can, you refresh it and learn the value of things, like learn the value of a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4 and what it's worth with this many controllers or whatever. And then you wait for somebody to list one. If they're usually $400 or say they're usually $400. Somebody puts one up there, just want it gone, it's $200, right? Well, you can buy that for $200. You can clean it up at home, take some better pictures of it with some good lighting and stuff. Find the person who's just like dumped it on a table, crap picture, right? And then you resell it for $400, right? So that's how you can make your money into more money, but you do need a bit of seed money to start off with. You can't build something from nothing, right? And then just be very careful about what you'd buy, what you'd do. Dig around, mate. You'll figure it out. Trial and error, right? I look hella positive. Thank you, Ryan. Much appreciated, mate. Thanks for your comment there. Thank you for the engagement on the channel. We had 30 likes as well. Thank you, guys. What's going on, man? What's this live about? Sign of the soul. We do self-improvement, man. Just positive mindset, right? No religion, no politics. Just try and just hang out and give people some hope in life, man. Give a better space than like I used to go through lives when I was depressed and I couldn't find really anything real, man. So that's what I do here, bro. We just keep it real. Sometimes I do work in the garage and stuff. Sometimes I'm doing push-ups. All sorts, but usually it's these evening chats, or the main feature stream, right? So we do these usually every night. I've just taken a couple of days off. What part of New Zealand am I in? Northland, man. Yeah, I grew up in Auckland, Possum. Auckland Island, ever hear it? I haven't heard of an island, but no, I grew up in Auckland City, and moved Northland about 15 years ago. I spent a couple of years back in Auckland about 8 or 9 years ago. I spent a couple of years back down there. But yeah, after a couple of years back down there, and I was working full time as a mechanic and sitting in traffic and just burning myself into the ground doing that job, I went, nah, I'm moving to the country. What's happening out in Canada? Oh, they're big wildfires. Are they still going on, Radiohead fan? I know. I heard there was some. I don't catch up much on the news, but yeah, I had heard there was some big wildfires in Canada. But that was like I thought that was like a week or so ago, and then there was smoke blowing into America and stuff. Stayed in Orewa a few years. Man, I love Orewa, man. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. Drink my water, you reckon, Georgina? Could be a plan shortly. It's the law. Kenneth McDuff, Gracie doing Texas knows him well. All right, Electro. I'll see if there's a docker on or something. I do find that kind of stuff quite interesting sometimes. Know what not to buy. Buy a tool you need to fix. Kurth said, buy a tool you need to fix something and use that tool to fix the same thing for others. That's it. Solve problems for people, man. Old Town knew where he was. He was known in Texas for escaping the death penalty 3 times. His nickname was the Broomstick Killer. Oh, gosh. All right, Electro. Yeah, I might look it up at some point. Yeah, I do tend to watch some of that true crime stuff here and there, but a lot of it's too long-winded, right? A lot of it, they draw out the story too long. Good though, no wildfires where you live. Oh, glad to hear that, Radiohead. Good to hear that, mate. Claire's and Orewa. Rad. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I still like taking that route instead of the toll road. I like to just go through Orewa and up past why we were there, and yeah. I mean, that's where I went growing up. So, growing up, my grandparents lived in Whangatiao. If you basically nobody will know where that is, but Whangatiao is sort of after Orewa, Waiwera, all of that. You head out towards Lee. On the way out to Lee, there's a little there was like a campground on the right and a few winding corners, and then there's a little one-way bridge before you head out to Lee. And that's where my grandparents were when I was growing up. Tramcar Bay, it's called Tramcar Bay in Northland, and sorry, off up by Lee. Yeah, so that's where I'd go up on the weekends as a kid and get cockles and pippies and get out on the water. Me and all the cousins used to always go out there, right? That was our, we'd all meet up there, once a year or something for Christmas or something, and have a big Christmas there. And yeah, it's a long time ago now. Don't know if it's a lesson, but if you're being nice to people will get you taken advantage of. It can do, KL, definitely can do. Yeah, you gotta pick who not everyone is meant to be in your life, and not everybody is meant to stay as well. People you've known like 10 years from school, and like you don't really relate to them anymore. It's you kind of, people come in for a chapter, and not everybody's meant to stay. You never keep everyone. You narrow it down. I saw a good one the other day. Someone said you save contacts in your phone, and every time they stuff up, you drop a letter off their name in your contacts. So you play hangman with them. Was what they were doing? Every time a friend does, something doesn't go right, whatever, you give them the chances of letters. I wouldn't get many with a 4-letter name. So spent the last 3 days on the floor withdrawing. Oh, rough one there, Georgina. So you feel good now? Fantastic, mate. Cravings a bit less now. Getting ready now. I hope everyone has a healthy and productive day. Talk to you guys soon. All right, Storm. Good to see you, man. I'm assuming, Storm, you need to get yourself up. You're going to do live streams and stuff, right? So you'll need 50 subs to do that. So I'll check out your channel. I'd say we'll be giving you some shout outs and stuff to help get your channel going, man. Does anybody have a channel that they need to get 50 subs to go live at the moment? Do let me know. We always, people did that for me, so yeah, need 50 subs to go live. So if we can ever help anybody out with subs to get you live, let us know. Or buy a power wash. There's always someone who wants something power wash. That's it, Kurth. That's it, man. Same thing as well, Kurth, with as I was saying to Marcus, was, knock on people's doors, man. If they've got their own power washer or they've got one they can borrow somebody, whatever, right? Like, people usually they can get the equipment and stuff sorted. They just don't have the time, right? So you're selling convenience. Mowing lawns, washing cars, Georgina, you good, bro? Georgina's, yeah, I think she's all right now. Appreciate the clarification there, Jamie. Yep, you're in the right spot here, Jamie. You need to build a life that works for you, Jamie. Would be my suggestion, right? Like, don't try and box yourself. And this is what I tried to do for a long time, was fit in with normal people, and situations like you're at church and there's bands coming in and stuff. There's all this extra noise, and you want to volunteer there, but you cannot cope with that, right? You can't force yourself over your autism and stuff to manage that, right? You need to structure your life so that those things aren't coming up, right? So just talk to them about it and be like, I can't volunteer when this stuff's happening. Happy the rest of the time. They're going to be understanding of that, man. You're not being rude. You're not being selfish. You're not doing anything wrong by doing that, right? That'd be my take on it, man. Just let and you understand where those things are for you, and just, yeah, you need to mitigate them, or you can't manage yourself, right? It's the same problem I have, man. The shoot two shall pass, and does pass. That's fantastic, Georgina. Good old days. Yep. What vibes does my BP give off? Oh, I was just saying it was very bright, Amelia. I can't see it too well on stream. I can't see it too well, but I like it. I like the bright white and blue. It pops. It's got a good pop to it. Being nice does not mean eating shit. Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta be a bit guarded, unfortunately. That's the way of the world. Don't be a doormat. That's a good way of putting it, Georgina. I appreciate that. Yep. For a chill vibe. A chill vibe. It's like Superman's ice cave. It's a chill vibe. Like, thank you for talking to Jamie there. Appreciate it. Hey, Jamie from Jenny. How are you, Jenny? Amelia, it's loud, says Possum. Yes, it's very impactful. It's impactful. I like it. Jenny, are you an AI? I don't think Jenny's an AI. I've seen Jenny in a lot of channels. Amelia, we're saying we like it. She's like, I've got to make a new one now. Got to head to bed. You'll have a good day. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Thank you, Electro. And yes, somebody else told me to drink as well. Hang on. I'll have some water. All right. Everybody's telling me. I'll make sure where's my water? Bottle water? That's all. That's the only reason, right? You all just want me to say bottle water. Bottle water. Oh, I'm going to put some electrolytes in. I haven't had any electrolytes for about 3 days. So there we go. That's the equivalent of Mountain Dew, Gatorade. No, not Mountain Dew. Powerade, Gatorade, whatever, right? Except buy it in a container. It's much cheaper. And it's that'll make 15 litres. So that'll make, I don't know, what's that? Over what's that? About 3.8 gallons, something like that. And it's like the price of 4 little bottles of Powerade or Gatorade, right? So you get like over 3 gallons of it for the same price as 4 little bottles this big of Gatorade or Powerade, right? So you get yourself a scoopy there. It's got electrolytes. It's what marks crave. Electrolytes are what marks crave, yes. Yes. Have a good night, Electro. Thank you for being here, mate. Hey, hello, how are you? Your hair looks different but cool. Did you let your hair grow out a little? You look cool. Oh, yeah, it's growing out a little. It was a lot longer than this before I shaved my head, but the beard's starting to come back in a bit. I grow a beard very slowly, guys. I'm sorry when I do take the beard off. I haven't been having as much steak lately. When I have steak, my beard grows back in about 3 days, but so we're slow progress at the moment. We're slow going. Gotta go. We'll see you next time. Thank you for coming by, Radiohead. Thank you for being here, mate. Much appreciated. No, Apple. Cole just keeps talking about apples. I don't know why. About 20 minutes or so left. Awesome. Mountainade Gator Jew. Yeah, the electrolytes. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty bad at just drinking straight water. It's always been a thing for me. Like I used to always to get water, and I'd have to have have this Coca-Cola or coffee or like rara, like those juice powders and stuff. Whereas now I'll go for some electrolytes. I look nice and beautiful. Well, thank you, DeRay. Much appreciated, mate. I'm trying my best. Yes. I am struggling with being very drained all the time. Like I wake up from the cold. I'm usually waking up about 5 in the morning. I'm usually not sleeping till about 10:30 or 11. So I think I need a bit more than 6 hours sleep. Like Susie seems to run all right on it, and she works all day on that, and like she's running all right. But she's a lot younger than I am, and I'm getting old. When I was 24, like Susie, I could do that. When I was 32, 33, I could just survive on 3-4 hours sleep. I could do all kinds of stuff. It's just in the last couple of years, I don't know. Don't know if it's my mind or what, but I just feel very drained these days. Very drained. So that's why I made sure I just took the last couple of days off here and stuff and just gave myself some time to reset, because I'm just like, oh, as you guys saw, I was on here, I'm just like burning out, and then I go do stuff, and then I'm like my brain's just not firing well enough. It is now. We're good now, right? Do I take vitamins? No, I don't take any vitamins yet. No, I think it's honestly, I haven't been eating enough is what I think it is lately. So I've been really, really drained lately. I just don't think I've been eating enough. Because I get anxious, right? I get anxiety and stuff, and then I lose all my appetite. So like, if I'm focused on something stressful going on, I'm focused on that, and that's why I won't eat for a whole day without, It's not even like food will be there, Susie will make something, or I'll even make something in the hopes that it'll make she going to eat it. And I just like, I try and just graze on it as I can throughout the day, but wait till you hit 50 and need an oxygen tank. Well, I hope not. Getting old. I'm getting old. Oh well. Don't like the taste of water, needs flavour. Yeah, that's it. Like water. But yeah, the electrolytes do a good job of it. I'm a bit more used to, it was for many years, water. I just absolutely hated drinking water. These days I'm alright with it usually. Just not all the time. I can drink straight water on my own, whatever. A bit of electrolytes, something, a bit of flavour helps. You'll be 40 in 2 years. Oh, lucky you, Falcon. I'll be 40 in, about 9 months. About 9 months. Have to take several supplements for various things, vitamin D, magnesium. I do have some magnesium, but I never blimmin' take it. Where is it? I don't know. I don't know if I bought the right magnesium. I said I want it to help me sleep and whatever. I think I only ever took one once, and then they just sat in the cupboard. I don't know. I got that. I got magnesium citrate. I think I took one ever, and then they just sat in the cupboard. It's a food supplement for adults. Take 2 supplements daily, preferably at mealtime. But yeah, I don't know. I said to them, I don't know which magnesium it was. I would need one to help me sleep. They gave me magnesium citrate. So I don't know if that's the right one. I don't know. It lives in the cupboard. Only vitamin I need is caffeine. Yeah, that's another thing, Kurth. It's like I'm really full productive with caffeine, lots of caffeine. But yeah, I'm trying to lay off the energy drinks and stuff. So I think my body's getting used to a lot less caffeine. Yeah. Hey, Flint, good to see you. You'll be 42 next month. It's your birthday, DeRay. All right, mate. You let us know. You let us know when it's your birthday, mate. We'll give you a big shout when you come if you come in here on your birthday. Magnesium is good for cramps and stuff. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. Is it the right magnesium citrate, or did I get the wrong one? Let me know. Let me know. I think, honestly, do you know what it honestly is? You know what it honestly is? Too much weed, I think. I think there's days where I smoke weed. Like I usually wake up, I have a little bit to settle the mind. That's fine. I can be like productive all day. But it's just if I have a bit much in the morning and then I'm zoning out and then like I just end up meandering through the day and just smoking a bit of weed here or there. I seem to leave it for the evenings, I think, or maybe a tiny bit in the morning. I'm trying to. I did that today, right? I had a tiny bit this morning and then nothing all day, and I'm like, I want to stream tonight and at least do most of it, and then we'll wind down later, right? But I want to keep today more clear, and I've found my mind's cleared up a lot. I'm way more chill. I don't have all this massive anxiety and stuff. I know if I don't have weed for a couple of days, I start to like, ugh, my brain goes all screwy. I get all real short fuse and stuff. So that's kind of why I keep it around, to be honest. Um, it definitely helps me sleep a lot. Like I have a very active mind at night. Like without it, I really struggle to sleep. Depends on what magnesium you need. Yeah, I'll have to go and look into it more as to which one is the correct one. Yeah, I'll look into the citrate one. Again, it's one of those things, right? It's sat in the cupboard for years, and never got round to looking it up. It's probably past its date by now or something. I'll have to check all that, won't I? Oh, it's all a process, right, man? The amount of stuff I've learned in the last 6 or 7 years is just ridiculous. Like I'd ridden a motorbike on track 15 years before, and I just rode a little 250 on track. And then when I showed up at the track again, I was on a 1000cc superbike, right? In the last 6 years, like the amount I've learned through self improvement, superbikes, fitness, building cabins, garages, cars, like all I've been doing, it's just ridiculous compared to you look at the 10 years before that of just like sort of chilling and video gaming and just going to work or whatever and then doing video games and just, I wasn't really, it wasn't a growth mindset, right? I wasn't feeding myself this kind of information. I wasn't going out having the experiences and stuff, right? So it's very different to my 20s. My 30s has been very different to my 20s. It'll be interesting to see what the 40s holds. I think I'm starting to appreciate that more and more now. As when I was in my 30s, it was like, man, I'm getting older. Like I'm still, in your 20s, everyone's going, what are you going to do with your life? In your 30s, everyone's going, well, you should have a career. Blah, blah, blah. Well, and then through your 30s, you just kind of find out the kind of life you actually want. And then, rather than dreading my 40s, I'm actually really looking forward to them. I'm not looking at my 40s coming up like, oh, I'm going to be 40. All right. I was more like that when I was turning 30. Whereas now I'm like, I understand so much more now. My 40s is just going to be a continuation of the journey. I think my 40s are going to be, I'm always chasing that new prime, right? So my 40s are going to be a lot more of a motorcycling and stuff, get out and see the world more and travel and yeah. Elon Musk, and I'm not worried about that, mate. You're talking about stuff I learned 20 years ago, like it's a revelation. Everyone's like, "Oh, this evil people run the world." Oh, all this. It's like, mate, I knew about this shit when I was 16. I had dial-up internet when I learned about all this in the world, bro, and what they were up to and what they were doing, mate. So I'm not an emu with my head in the sand on it. I just understand that me focusing on it isn't going to do anything for me. Me going into chats talking about it isn't going to do anything for me, right? We live under the umbrella of evil people, and we all know this, right? We all understand the world is unfair and evil people, and blah, blah, right? Got it. That's all you need to know about it, because you can't change. You can know what they're going to do and what's coming, but you can't change it. You can't. There's no point being angry about it. okay, well, how am I going to put my time and learn and do a different way, right? For example, I moved out of the city. That's what I did. I learned about all the stuff growing up, and I was in the city and whatever, and I know where the world was going, so I moved out to the country 15 years ago for that reason. So I'm away from it all. No, not lost and pathetic. You see, so let me fill you in here. Let me fill you in here. You're talking about Agenda 21 and all this, right? And the way the world's going. And you think I'm an emu with my head in the sand. You think I'm ignorant. You think I'm ignorant to it. The reality is I know more about it than you do. I buried myself in it. It was my special interest for many years with autism and ADHD and autism. Lots of autism. How deep do you think I went down the rabbit hole? And all it did was make me stress. It didn't do anything for me. All it did was take my time, which is why the whole message of my channel is focus on your own life. If you're so worried about what's happening in the world and how evil the world is, maybe you should be putting your time at building something for your friends, for your family, building money, building a place for them, building, giving yourself some options in life. That's a solution. But talking about the problem all the time and not actually doing anything about it, you're just punching yourself in the face. So it's not from ignorance that I don't talk about politics and all that. I just understand that the entire purpose of politics and everything is to rage bait an entire planet. So I'm not going to play the game. So that, people think that they get awareness of all the politics and everything happening in the world. And like, I know more. And all these people are just dumb sheep who don't understand what's going on. We understand what's going on. We've actually moved to the next level where we're giving a fuck about our own lives. We're focused on our own lives. We're focused on actually being able to have a life under the umbrella of all of that. That's the next step forward. Or you can get stuck at the step of just being angry at the world and using it to justify your own inaction, right? Oh, I can't do this because the world's unfair and no this and that and that and that, and they've made it this way. The government, da-da-da-da-da, so it's an excuse for you to not face yourself, not grow, not focus, right? That's what they want. That's what they want. They want a society of people who are distracted. So you don't interfere with the world too much. Consume, die. That's what they want you to do. Work, consume, die. That's the agenda. So if you want to focus on the politics and you want to focus on all the things they're taking away and all that, well, they're taking away this, they're taking away that. Well, what are you doing? Sitting at home bitching about it. You're not out there. There's plenty of freedoms. There's plenty of things you can still do in the world. But if you want to fall, It's the people who are so aware of what's happening with the politics and the conspiracies who lose the most. You're supposedly the most aware of the situation, but you're falling for it worse than anyone. You're talking about it more than anyone. You're projecting about it more than anyone. So either way, you lose. Best way to win is not to play, in my opinion. If they're making the world that bad, then I need to make sure that Susie, my partner, and possibly our future children and stuff are going to be looked after. So I need to facilitate and create an environment for that. It's on me, right? So you turn the lens on yourself, right? I'm not saying the world isn't an evil place. I'm not saying the world runs the way it should. I think that we can all agree the world's pretty fucked up. But we're here, we're doing it, we're existing. We just kind of got born into it and we figure it out. But yeah, that's my view on it. You might as well try and steer a meteor because that's how much we can do with the rabble rousing about the situation. That's exactly it, right? Rabble. Bounced out 5 years ago myself, mountains for me. Yep. See, it's amazing the like-minded people we get here. Very interesting. Do you have any reply to that, Elon Musk? Do you have anything to say, sir? The people who want to stop the current agenda have no better agenda yet. Well, we can't even focus on our own lives, take care of ourselves. How are we going to fix the world? It's the whole old those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones and all that, right? I suppose. Divine masculine men look after divine feminine women. Susie's so lucky. It's definitely. I'd agree there, Georgina. It's Susie fills my lack, right? Not it bothers me in some ways because there's things I've never been able to get on top of. Like I'm always terrible at like keeping on top of dishes and vacuuming and laundry and stuff. It's just never been, you know. I mean, I do it, but I really, right. Whereas that's she wants to be the traditional housewife. I build the stuff. She maintains things, right? So she does the gardens and the dishes and the this and the that, right? So definitely, where I lack, she fills in, and where she can't build things or fix cars and stuff, I fill in. So we complement each other that way, right? Spread awareness. That's all you can do about politics system. The smoke and mirrors. Yes, yes. The best way the best way I found to cover it, Lightwood, is it's rage baiting, right? Rage bait content. You click on content, it's designed to make you angry. This is what the media does. This is what the government. This is what the whole system is built this way. It's to make you, rage bait. How to rage bait an entire planet. Turn everybody on each other. Make sure they spend their lives focused on anything but actually living their life. Looking at everybody else's lives on their phone and watching brain rot shit and your puppies and this and that, whatever, right? And then you don't do much in your life, right? And they give you some food, they give you some pills, and you shuffle off and rinse, repeat. Everybody wants to micromanage everybody these days. Just get your own affairs in order and look after yourself. Yeah, right. Sorry, we just had a rogue moth there. Well, now I've got to put the blooming window up again. It's actually not too cold in here tonight. Last night it was freezing. The heater, you know how that heater had a rattly bearing in it. That's the end of that. I need to get a new heater. Those little fan heaters, man, chew power like crazy. Even the ceramic ones, they're all blooming 2,000 watt. I've never liked oil fin heaters. I've never liked an oil fin heater. I like a heater that blows on me. Blows heat. I always like those little like floor heater ones, right? I like something you turn a heater on, heat, right? I can't stand a bloody oil heater. You get home, it's freezing cold. It's like, I'll flick the oil heater on. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what really grinds my gears? You know what? I'm gonna try to change the poll. Why does it do this? It's done this a couple of times days now. There we go, right. Oh, now I can't add another poll. It's taken away the option. It does that sometimes on YouTube. It takes away the option. Oh well, whatever. Add a Q&A, stick a try. Oh no, it's down the bottom. Is it? Whoa, no, I don't want to set a super chat goal. No, we don't need to set a super chat goal. Got songs about it or not, what you hear on the radio? Yeah, I listened to some stuff for a while. It was like Tom McDonald, wasn't it? Does a lot of political stuff in that. Keep on keeping on, sir. I'm going to go fair the digital sea. Are you doing a live? You doing a live tonight, Kurth? How are we all doing today? We're a slide. We're doing all right, mate. Yeah, doing good. I took a couple of days off stream and just been moseying along and took a couple of days break. But yeah, back for a chat. Yeah, what time of heater is best for you? What's offered? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just all these 2,000 watt little fan heaters. I might buy. I'm thinking of buying a big, decent size. Nothing massive gas or anything, but just a bigger heater. So when the cabin's done. But yeah. G'day, Craig. How are you, mate? Yep, Kurth is in here. He's wandered off. He said he was going across the seas, didn't he? Okay, he's going to go fair the digital sea, is what he said. All good. Yeah, all good, mate. All good here. Just took a couple of days off stream and just some time offline and did some deep thinking and yeah. Deep thinking is good sometimes, but I just need to stop for a couple of days. Like I've still been doing some stuff in the garage, but I'm just like wandering around. Like, I'll do this, I'll do a bit of that, but I'm just like zero pressure. I'm just going to dial down for a couple of days. Just I could feel I was really going to burn out. Like I could see it coming. I could see it coming where it was going to be like a 6 month depression. I'm like, okay, we need to. I can see this building up, and we ain't going there. So the mind was just starting to. The mind was starting to do too much. That's all right. Sing us a New Zealand lullaby. New Zealand lullaby. No, I can't think of any. I'll need that time away. Yeah. It's so I don't know. I've been stressing myself, Craig. I've been stressing myself about all the things I need to get done. Which doesn't really doesn't do much, right? Like the thinking can help, but as always, the only thing that's actually going to change something is action, right? Is actually acting upon it and putting time in it and actually doing the thing, right? As I say, thinking about the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people about doing the thing, none of it's doing the thing. The only thing that will actually impact it is actually doing it. So I just took some time to think. We're worried about you. No, I chip along, mate. I chip along. Sorry. I guess I should put a post or something. I'll try and put a post and few guys on the community page or something. I'll put a post up that I'm taking a couple of days or something. But I'm always doing all right. Just some chill time with Susie and just wind down a bit. But I had been thinking a lot about some of the things said in the chat. Some of the usually it doesn't really stay rent free in my head after stream, but sometimes it's like, man, some people bring up some stuff that they're going through and that. It's just tough, man. It just gets me thinking. I just wonder. The thing I stress myself most with, honestly, not too much now. I'm usually all right with it. Is growing the channel, is trying to reach more people, is trying to. What question do I put on stream? What poll? What da 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 da? Or do we just, usually we just let the conversation flow, and I don't know. It does a thing. I'm gonna need my beanie on soon. I gotta warm myself up. So last night I resorted to turning the because the heater broke. Resorted to turning on the electric frying pan to 150 degrees Celsius. So that's good. As that clicked on and off, that warmed up the caravan pretty quickly, to be honest. As much as I don't like oil heater type things. There we go. That worked. Look, there we go. I've got uneven strings now, you see. I've got a problem there. Hang on, we'll see. Hang on. If I hold both of them together, it should make them even, right? There we go. Perfect. He's all warmed up now. It's a bit cold. Mark's pretty in his hats. Hello again, Mr. Rayman. Hello, how are you, mate? Going well? Yeah, it's getting a bit cold. I can't really blimmin' sit in bed under the blankets blimmin' with you lot here. I'll just have to sit here and bear it for a while, I suppose. You know what? What about a nice hot coffee? Are we due a tea or a coffee, folks? I'm sorry if I don't look as handsome, Georgina, and me hoodie and me beanie, but I'm cold, right? I can do the full Kenny. I could do the full Kenny, but it would make it hard to drink my coffee, you see. I'm so pretty in my hat, so thanks, mate. When hurting emotion, I do yoga, help others, and clean my house. That's great, Georgina. Keep yourself moving, keep yourself going, right? Hang on, chat. I'm just gonna we're gonna need some. If anybody wants to make themselves a tea or a coffee or something, hot cocoa. I don't know, whatever. I forgot to buy some more hot chocolate. I run out, but I tell you what, man. There's nothing quite like a good hot cocoa on the right evening, right? Sit and wind down and this blooming water jug. Look at this shit. This is Susie's big water bowl thing. Every time I open it, it's got all of this going on, and you're meant to and you go here, and then it don't go, and then I have to figure out. I don't understand. I don't like it. I can handle a lot in life, but that thing just it's the bane of my existence, just to get some water. You know what really grinds my gears? Right. Left. Right. Good. It's too late for coffee. Oh, yeah, well, these things don't really count as a coffee, to be honest. They're just a little sachets. They don't have enough caffeine in them to do much. In the day, I add Moccona coffee to them, but that's just to warm me up. What else we got? I think, there's a cream of chicken soup. I don't know how they get the cream out of a chicken, but there's cream of chicken soup. There we go. The puzzle that holds water. Yeah. You flip it open and then it's like, oh, I'll just click it shut. And it's like, no, I can't do this. There you go. You can get like a broccoli cut like all the Gen Z got, right? Fringe benefits, you see. Mercury is in retrograde. Everyone is going through. You're going to have to explain that one, Georgina. Tell me more about that. I want to know more. What is happening with that? I do know there are Ghostmane songs. There's the songs from Ghostmane. There's Mercury in retrograde. That's what I thought of. Somebody's going to have to fill me in on all that. I am a simple country folk. Did you know that? I'm a simple country folk. Yeah, right. Bit rough for me for the moment. Don't drag the mood down with your drama. Before I read the rest of the comment, I'll say right there, this chat is always about the drama. If you got something going on, you need to talk about. I always say that on here. It doesn't matter even if we're doing jokes at the time or something. If anybody needs to interrupt the chat, it is no burden. It is no problem. It is the purpose of the channel. We just talk about other stuff in the interim, right? So the core point of the channel is to help people with problems, help people with what they're struggling with, right? That's why I come on here. That's why I give my time to come on here. It's the whole purpose of the channel. Is to be real, not make brain rot, not make distraction, not make bullshit, to make a place people can talk about whatever's going on. Do you have to have paid YouTube to live stream like you do? No, no, you can do it. You don't need to be you don't need YouTube Premium or anything. No, the only thing you need is 50 subscribers, but we can help you get that if you like through my viewers, mate. Because you can go live on a computer with like no subs. On a mobile, you need 50 subs. You're fine? Well, that's good, no? That's what we like to hear, mate. Fine is good. Yeah, fine for the day is better than shit. You got to appreciate those normal days, right? Those are the most numerous days in life. They're not amazing, life-changing days, and they're not days where everything went to crap. You got to enjoy just the normal days. Things are going along all right. And milk the chicken. Sometimes milk the rooster. Yes, Falcon. That's always been my answer to what came first: the chicken or the egg. The rooster. The rooster came first. Yep, true story. Yeah, what's going on that's a bit rough there, Rayman? What's going on if you want to talk about it? You may. Or was that the question? How are you bringing the mood down with drama with that question? It's a question about YouTube. What's going on? What's going on, mate? Oh, it's definitely a bit cold. Usually I got the heater on. Carsby, I'm working on it. But not crypto. No, you can't smoke cryptocurrency. I'm not. I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. Just a reminder to everybody. All right. I'm not perfect. I'm not like the modicum of mental health or something. I'm not here to like, hey guys, I can teach you everything about life. I'm just here to be Me, where I'm at. No bullshit. I am who I is. So, I was going to call the quit line people. I forgot to do that. I keep meaning to call them to get them to send me some nicotine patches or something. That is something I do need to do, actually. You're not wrong. See, I don't think people like the beanie and the beanie and the hoodie, guys. I always lose viewers. Whenever I put my blooming beanie on and a hoodie up, I lose all the viewers. You see that? I look like a blooming hoodlum, as my mother would say. And my mother wouldn't let me dress like this when I was a kid. Oh, you look like a hoodlum. My grandmother used to tell me, "Oh, put your hood down." Cheers, everyone. Nice, good coffee. Help warm me up on the inside. Feel like the Grinch with my heart growing 3 sizes. Is that a Canadian goose beanie? Oh, I don't believe so. Hang on, I have to take it off now. Hang on, let me have a look. Established 1991. Grays Harbour County, Aberdeen. I'm guessing Scotland. It says Grays Harbour County, 1991, Aberdeen. Aberdeen, isn't Aberdeen Scotland? It was it's one of Susie's ones, right? I believe she probably just got an op shop or something. Knowing Susie, she would have just found that at an op shop somewhere. Astrologers believe that when Mercury, the planet, is in retrograde is moving backwards. Okay, thank you very much. This is a great explanation, Georgina. You may experience more misunderstandings, delays, or disruptions. Interesting. Yeah, I do get more interested in that kind of science type stuff of it, of when the way things affect things that way, rather than the very interesting stuff at times. I could spend my life questioning the mysteries of the universe. 17-year-old still decided to leave home at 16. Shows yet breeding close. Chose not to involve us, but now getting dragged in by. Not sure what you mean by OT. Baby's due in 4 weeks and she left with a lot of drama with her siblings. Oh dear. Oh, you have to take it situations that comes, Raymond. Just support where you can. You know, young, right? Young, they make mistakes. They're struggling to think. They're stressed, right? They're just scared. I'd say, right? They're scared. They don't know what to do. So just offer support where you can, and just be like I'd try and reach that understanding with them and be like, hey, like, it's better we actually talk about this on a real level, rather, like, we're not trying to win against each other. We're trying to help each other. You know, how can I help with this situation? How can we make this, easier so it's good for the baby and that, right? That'd be my take, right? It's always the conversation not had, misunderstandings and things as well, right? But yeah, especially at that age, tricky one. Had someone say I look cute in a hoodie the other day. She was flirting with you. She was hitting on you. You realise that in life, right? Right, Falcon. 20 years later, you realise when somebody was flirting with you. That's good. I did it. It's good. It's good to miss some of the things that people were saying to me back in the day. I always remember, like, all the bad relationships I went through, everything that's happened to me in life. It's always come out. It's always come out in the wash. These days, it is this positive mindset, this working on myself. My life gets better about every 2 or 3 months. I'd say there's a big leap in my life in something, just from that consistent work going into everything, into all the different things I'm doing. It's starting to all come together. I think my 40s are going to be flipping incredible. Daughter, yeah. If it's cold, what are you supposed to do? More layers, keep you warm. Be an onion. Yes. I'm an onion at the moment. Oh my God, it is you. Well, there's basically nothing in your comment there I can read out on YouTube Live. What I would say is I don't want to fight anybody. The only person I'm interested in fighting is my past self, right? I've beat down the traumatized inner child, right? My inner child I've healed. It's the stubborn ass teenager I'm up against these days, mate. Yep, I healed my inner child. It's the me as a teenager is the one I'm trying to kill off next inside me, mate. I'd suggest you focus on your own life, focus on your own path, not what's happening in global politics and all these kind of things. There's nothing you can do about it. Complaining about it isn't going to fix the problem, right? So put your time at yourself will be a better use of your time there, rather than in my chat. If the best thing you can do from knowing what you know about all this is be in a chat saying it to 8 other people, this thing you care so much about that you have to talk about it, the best impact you can have is to mention it in front of 8 people. Seems kind of pointless, doesn't it? Ring a Tamariki, state care bullshit. Oh, yep. Can't help those that don't want my honest help. That's it, right, man. The best you can do is offer. You've offered, right? So what I've said, it sounds like you've done that, right? So you've offered what you can. See what happens in time, but you've done what you can do, right? Sometimes people have to make their own mistakes. It's the only way people learn. I've had that. I've had people try help me in my life and try to teach me, and really warn me that things were going to go bad. And as I say, live and learn. This is what it is, unfortunately. Good morning, man. Good evening to you, I suppose. Yes, Chris, it's evening here, but good morning to you, sir. Where are you, sir? Where are you, Chris? It's 7:20 at night here, yeah. Winding down for the day. Love the outfit. Thanks, mate. It's keeping me warm tonight, keeping me warm. The heater broke, so in good news, look, positive angle, we're saving on the power bill. The teenagers never leaving me. That made me the most of who I am and why. Oh, yes, definitely like what it's just, the I more mean this in regards to, I think, emotional control, right? Like my angry inner teenager that's angry at the world wants to, he's still in there, but gets me a little fight in me, you know what I mean? Bit of fighting spirit. It's definitely made you who you are, a bit of fighting spirit. But that weird teenage boy is a wild fucking animal. Main USA from Dennis State usually. Oh, fantastic, bro! Great to have you here, man. Great to have you here. Yeah, we just hang out and chat about essentially self-improvement, discipline, motivation, depression, whatever, right? Whatever's going. Just everybody helps each other with stuff. Some people have things with alcohol, relationships, whatever. It's just a place to hang out and chat, man. Or listen, whatever works for you. Those campers get cold as I used to go fishing in this place. I'll rent a similar camper. When it's 0 degrees of cold, those things suck. Yeah, the joys of the walls only been that thick with polystyrene. Yeah, they do get a bit, does get a bit cold. And like the roof vent doesn't even truly close. So any heat you bring in here goes out the roof. It's got like a second lid over the roof. Like when the roof is closed, it still ventilates, right? So yeah, you lose all the heat. But that's all right. I'm building a cabin at the moment. I think a lot of you have seen it. So I'm building the cabin. But that cabin was meant to be done about a year ago. But ADHD ambition, man. You guys, the regulars have kind of learned that about me by now, and I'm really trying to overcome that. I've been thinking about that most of the last couple of days. That yes, all the little projects I dot around at them, and they do progress, and it's definitely like it's going to reach. It's building up to a point where everything will be like complete, right? But at the moment, it's just everything is incomplete, and I just but we get there, one at a time, little wins, right? Like if I just built the garage all in one hit and got it completely finished, then did the cabin all in one hit, like I'd get things done. But I'm kind of trying to overlap everything, right? So it doesn't take 5 years to bring it all in. Cold nights motivate you to finish the cabin. Yeah, a little bit lightwood. It's more around the cabin at the moment. It's just sloppy ground. I've got to get. Basically, I dug it all out for the second deck. I bored all the holes for the post hole borer. Then a whole heap of unexpected bills and things came in life, and I didn't buy the retaining timber. And now since then, I'm literally gonna have to get a digger in there again and rebore all the holes and stuff. So it's a bit of a pain, but yeah, the ground's just way too soggy. It'll need to be really dried up in summer before I can do that. Or not summer, but yeah, it'll need to not rain for like 2-3 weeks. get some sun on it, and then I can smash that out. But yeah, the cabin as well. What's the other thing I need to do? I need to sort insulation for it, and it's going to be a heck of a lot of insulation, and it's very expensive. So like the cabin's been cheap, but I mean I'm looking at the pink bats insulation to do it properly and actually make it really warm and decent in there. It's a couple of grand of insulation possibly. It's looking like, so we'll get there. Who else believes in scream therapy? I said screaming and crying. My neighbours understand, thankfully. Well, I would try do it into a pillow or something, Georgina. Yell into a pillow or something rather than to all the neighbours. Or go out in the forest and scare hikers. I'd make it more of a game out of it, Georgina. If you want to do scream therapy, I would suggest you go out where people hike in the mountains and just, sit in a bush and then just out of nowhere. Have some fun with it. Build a YouTube channel around it, set up some cameras and, yeah, could be a go. Yeah, how you going there, Chris? Maine in the USA. Where is... I've heard of Maine, but I can't place... Sorry, we had a little reconnection moment there. We're back. Oh, man. I'm floating along. It's just, yeah. I'm getting close to getting some things progressed to where I want them. It's be very good. I'm thinking a lot about the motorbike race, and that's been on my mind a lot as to what extent I want to go to with that. They rent the spray foam machines. That's interesting. Okay, yep. I've got a friend of mine. I've known him, 20 years, and he does spray foam installation for a living. And I said to him, "Oh, maybe you want to do this and whatever." And he's like, "Oh, it's going to be about $5 grand." I was like, "Oh man, that's twice the cost of the cabin." He's like, "Oh, I probably got some cheap options, this and that, but you make a good idea there. Maybe I'll just spray foam it myself." Watch a YouTube video. I like that. Why was I looking at paying the labour for somebody to spray foam insulate it? If I can just do it myself, I like that. Now we're thinking. New England, it's the top right of the USA. Okay, all right. Nice. New England. I need to get out. Where am I going in America? I need to know this. If I'm going to America in 4 or 5 years, I'm going to do like a couple of months in America. I don't want to go to Times Square and shit. I don't want to go to all the tourist shit. Where am I going? Where do I land? Where do I land in America? I need to stop by Ohio. Is 100%. I got to go see my man D-Bird. It's a given. That is a given. No, Georgina. No, we're definitely not staying at Georgina's house. Go to Boston. What's in Boston? What do I want to see? I want to see the real America. I don't want to see city America. I want to see country, real heartland, beautiful scenery, America. I need to go to a monster truck show though. Come to think of it. I need to go see some monster trucks. I need to see a tractor pull with the big pulling the, big trucks and stuff pulling weight. Go to Dennis then. Yeah, definitely need to go see Dennis. Have to hang out with D-Bird. I'd have to go fishing with Dennis. That's what I need to do. Go fishing, some shenanigans with the old D-Bird. Arizona. So yeah, I know, like, these places sound great, but like, where do I go? Where do I go in these states? They're big states, so like, where specifically do I go? Like, I don't want to be like hiking up mountains for flipping a day. I could do 1 or 2 or something, but Jake. Oh, you go for it. You go for it if you like, Jamie. Boston Harbors has the USS Constitution, one of the ships from America's First Navy. Wasn't it the Boston Tea Party? Isn't it Boston where they threw all the Britishers' tea into the river? The Grand Canyon, yeah, the Grand Canyon looked like something worth seeing. It looks like I don't know. Some people have said, "Oh, it's not that exciting. It's just a big hole," but I imagine it's pretty good. I want to go to Utah as well, to where people run all their 4-wheel drive trucks and that. check that out. Just like not to drive it, just hang out and watch it a bit. Maybe I don't know. Western Diesel took a Hilux up there, up in Utah and whatever, right? Yellowstone is breathtaking. Oh yeah, the last thing I think I saw from Yellowstone was some guy being flung through the air by a bison or something last week. The park is in 4 states. Wow, man. So that gives me a better idea of the scale of what they say. Like, if Yellowstone goes bang, of how much of America it will flatten, how big Yellowstone blowing up would be. And you're telling me it goes into 4 different states. It's big. Mid-America has tractor pulls, monster trucks. 2 months might not be enough time. Bonneville Salt Flats. Oh, that could be the go. Yes. Now, that being said, if I'm going to go to the Bonneville Salt Flats, I'm going to run a bike. If I can. I imagine back in Burt Munro's day, it was a bit easier to get a spot. I imagine the Bonneville Salt Flats these days, when you sign up, you got to, they're pretty limited numbers. It must be a hard event to get into. We got America. Yes. What else could I? Yeah, America. I need to ride Laguna Seca. The problem is I can't really bring my race bike over. I'd have to buy one. I'd have to buy a race bike in America or something, or something suitable for the track. The problem is I've put a lot of time dialing the suspension and stuff on my race bike, so you have to re-gear everything and redo everything for an American for all the different tracks and that. Oh, okay, Kurt. Yep. All right. Yep. Yeah. I've heard. Yellowstone going bang wouldn't be good. Again, like I don't watch like the TV series. Like there's a TV series called Yellowstone or something on Netflix or whatever. I don't watch any of that. 6 months at least. Oh shit. All right. Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's just a tricky one with the dogs and stuff, is all. Obviously, it's been 6 months overseas. I need somewhere for the dogs to be. I can't really bring them with me. So that's kind of the tricky one. I kind of went that way in life. Was like building things on the property here and having the dogs, and it's kind of I'm putting some roots in into the ground in life. So you're going overseas for 6 months becomes a tricky one. I'm too old. I'm old, Greg. I'm cold, dude. Well, I'm warming up. Oh, I didn't finish my coffee, did I? There we go. A jet engine on a push bike. Yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it. You got to go get ready. Did I miss your joke there, Jamie? I'm sorry. Jamie was going to tell a joke. What do you get if you cross a frosty snowman and a vampire? Frostbite. I need another 2 days off live. Thanks for that, Jamie. Much appreciated, mate. Jet engine on a push bike. That sounds fun. Well, I know there must be something wrong in my brain because I was on the back straight of a racetrack. I was doing about 165 miles an hour, full throttle. The thing's still pulling, and I'm sitting there like, man, I wish I had more power. I'm in 5th gear. I'm doing like 160 mile an hour, winding this thing at full throttle, and I'm like, I want more power in my 1000cc super bike. That's an issue. When you're doing like over 160 miles an hour, it's like, man, I wish I had more acceleration right now. And maybe I got issues. That's the only thing that worries me with motorcycles on track and stuff is like mechanical failure. Like at any time, a motor can go bang, a tire can go bang, and you're doing 150, 180 mile an hour some tracks here, right? And you're relying that the brakes are going to work and stuff, right? It's a scary one of, it's not my riding I'm worried about. It's not my limits I'm worried about. So the machine and it's other people on track, someone crashes into you from behind and stuff. That's where I'm worried about racing. Or even track days in general, it happens. But, it's a trade-off, right? If I want to go as fast as I like going. Like music, Nashville's cool. Lots of live bands. DC has some cool museums and monuments. Rad. Okay. Yeah, I could. Washington DC. There's the Spire Monument. As I might have that wrong, but there's like a big pool there. Is it a Lincoln statue in the big like shallow sort of pool? It was in Forrest Gump. It was in Forrest Gump when he reunited with Jenny in the middle of the pool. What's up, dude? Hey, hola, Lizzie. How are you, mate? Good to see you. How's things going? You guys, your channels, the numbers are up through the roof. You're going to have to tell me the secret there, Lizzie. You have to tell me some secrets there, guys. I've been seeing like 3 different streamers I know today. I tuned in and usually they're 20, 30, 40 viewers. 3 different streamers I know had over 120 people viewing them at once today. And I'm like, man, maybe someday. Maybe someday. But yeah, going all right, Ola. Little one lost her tooth last night. Oh, good thing the Tooth Fairy dropped something for that one. Okay, it's good. Looked after by the Tooth Fairy, I hope. But yeah, I just took a couple of days off, Lizzie, and yeah, just reset my brain a bit. I was starting to overwhelm myself a bit much. Just trying to take on everything and all the push-ups and everything, and then I'm like trying to make time between streams. Like, okay, I need to think about this and plan this, and I just needed to just stop and just like get the ducks in a row. As they say though, you can't get ducks in a row. They just run around all willy-nilly. They're very hard to get your ducks in a row. You get ducks in a row if the baby ducks are following the mother, but if it's all adult ducks, they all kind of just wander everywhere, don't they? Numbers so much better, but no idea why it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Who would know? Yeah, I've seen it on a few channels. Oh, gifted membership from Kurt. Thank you very much, Kurt. Appreciate it, bro. And Creator got it. Happy days, happy days. Yeah, here we go. Look, everybody's wonderful. Personally prefer rural America, small town over the city. So that's exactly it, Creator, man. Yeah, I don't want to go and do like city America, right? Because I don't like the cities in my own country. I like getting out in the country. I grew up in a busy city, so yeah. Yeah, like standing in the middle of Times Square to look at people are like, oh, you got to go see. Some people said, oh, you got to go see Times Square and all the light up signs and stuff. And I'm like, I feel like the only reason to stand in Times Square and see that for me wouldn't be like all pretty lights. It would be like to see like where the limits of like how much like false information. Like, okay, right, okay, don't do this with life. Good, leave. Oh, I don't know. Do you ever wonder if you're on completely the wrong path in life with like ambitions? Not everything, not everything. Like the cabin, the garage, all that. But as far as the cars I'm keeping and stuff, and whether I pursue racing again and stuff, I'm trying to decide like what's actually worth it. I got one lifetime on Earth. Like, yeah, you guys are talking about traveling to the States and stuff. This is the stuff I've been thinking about. Is it's like, how much of the world do I want to see? Like, do I actually want to make it happen? How much time do I want to spend in the States and stuff? Do I actually need to go to Germany and ride the Nürburgring? Like what are these things I actually want to get done in life and that I truly want to pursue? Because there's a crazy part in me that just wants to race motorcycles and go do the Isle of Man TT and stuff. And then there's the same part of me that's like, well, I've got Susie and I'm trying to build a future for us and that. I'm not going to go and take those kind of risks, right? And then that dials back to like, well, racing in New Zealand is a risk. A track day is a risk. Riding my motorbikes on the street is also risky. Like even when I'm sensible, it's like all it takes is one idiot to pull out of an intersection, and it's almost as if I'm getting old and sensible. I don't like it. Is this what growing up feels like? Sometimes I get this feeling that I need to sell everything I own and to try a different path in life. I wake up like that sometimes, man. Like I can go to bed, like my brain's completely chill, or I've had a great day, whatever. I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, screw everything. Like the moment I wake up, it's my first thought when I wake up. Oh, screw everything, man. Like, why am I doing all of this? Like I'm going to get up and work at it all again today to progress it. Like, what's the point? My brain's just bombing me, man. But, I do a pretty good job of shutting it off. Big Al from Southern Cal. Hello, sir. Good to see you again, mate. How are you? Oh, well, I can't read that name out, but I'm guessing I'm just going to call you Koto there. Hello, Koto. How are you, my friend? Where are you from? Is that Russian, possibly? I don't want to say the wrong thing. Where are you from, bud? I have to call him Koto. I'm sure I'm sure that's not what it says at all, but I tried my best. Russian. It is Russian. Greetings, comrade. Thank you for joining Russian Army. Russia? Fantastic, man. Great to have you here. Hope you're well today, my friend. How is life in Mother Russia today, sir? I must have been abducted and dropped off on another planet because this ain't the world I grew up in. Same world, man. Same world. It just depends what you want to focus on, right? The people change, society changes, but there's a lot of the world we can still see, right? It's definitely very different, right? It's very different to. As a kid, as a teenager, I grew up thinking it was like, wife, when I was 14, 15, whatever, it was, wife, kids, white picket fence, da 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 da. Like, my parents had normal jobs, could afford a house, dad had a sports car and stuff, when I was growing up, I thought we were reasonably all right for money, but we weren't, right? We weren't. My parents would just, put absolutely everything into it and work their bloody tails off. But, we didn't have money. We were hand to mouth each week, right? And, my dad's fancy sports car to me was a really flash sports car, it was 20 years old when he bought it. Added a new chapter. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, constant change, right? Yeah. That's the thing, is what we seek is stability, right? What we seek is a foundation, essentially comfort. We're trying to seek certainty quite often. I had to grapple with that a lot. That we're trying to we want to own a home, we want to put roots down, we want to create, we want to control our environment, right? It's all about that. I think the mind tries to pursue that as essentially a comfort, essentially a place to come home to. Like for me, I went into a lot of flatting situations, and it was always like quite a quick thing of, I'll just find any room. And there were a lot, like, I'd move out after a while because I lived with some really weird people, man. Like, really weird people. Like, I'd move in and it's like, you live there a couple of weeks. It's like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to, find another place and move on. That's where I sort of, the stability wasn't there, or my job would suddenly be made redundant or whatever, or something would happen in life, and the path can change so much. And it's like, you still stay on path, you're still living life. But I think seeking that stability, I think that's why, that's what I tried to pursue here, was to get a garage in that, rather than renting buildings, it was costing me a horrific amount of money that I couldn't afford it. It was just, I was just going backwards every week. I was going backwards. So building something for myself and being able to lease some land, being able to come at it a different way and lease some land, and then go, okay, well, I can put this up here for now. At least gives me some stability in the interim, to base from. It's an exaggerated statement. Oh, most I do feel you, bro. I do feel you. It's an exaggerated statement. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we all feel it, man. We all feel it, right? You make a good counselor. Well, Big Al, that was the whole thing with the YouTube I'm trying to do here. Essentially, is rather than talk with one person, or rather than like, I looked into, I want to be a volunteer firefighter was one thing I was looking into. And I want to serve others in some way. I want to help people. And then I thought about, well, the best way I could help people is with what I've struggled with, what I've experienced most with depression, ADHD, all of that, right? Just struggling in life, and struggling to know where I'm heading, and, understanding not to pressure myself so much, all these kind of things, right? And I just figured the best way I could do that was through the internet, right? Where it's a tumble of different people coming through, and I feel I can help a lot more people that way. But I mean, I do hope, I hope there's a time where there's, 100, 200, 300 people in here at once, that definitely would be proof of concept that, like, we can expand it out. But I like 10, 15 people in here too, because we get a more intimate conversation. I think it cuts out a lot of chat. I love the busy channels with 100 people, but when the chat's going do like this, it would be really hard for you guys to talk to each other and stuff. So it all works out. Not from this planet. I'm just visiting. Yeah, I had a laugh as a teenager. There's like an autism awareness website. There was like a online forum for autism, and it's like a resource for help and all that called wrongplanet.net. But I'd get banned off there the moment I joined that forum. I joined 4 different times, right? And I'd make a post on the forum on wrongplanet.net, and I'd make a post like this long. Oh, here's my history with ADHD and autism and this and that. They would ban me and go, oh, you're faking it. You're not autistic enough to be on here, because they're like, oh, you the way you word things and stuff. No, you're right. They're literally, I don't know what was going on with the wrongplanet.net autism forums, but every time I ever tried to join the thing, they'd just ban me. And I'd just be like, oh, hey, I've been with this in school, and I'd read all their rules and stuff, and for no reason, I'd maybe get 2 or 3 posts on there, and somebody would be like, oh, you're not really autistic, and they'd ban me off the autism forum. So that felt, that I remember that, because that hit me as a teenager, as nobody in school was getting on with me. I was the outcast special ed kid in school, and I found an internet forum for people with my condition, and it's meant to be more of a resource for parents and stuff like that, right? And I tried to come in and just be like, oh, hey, like, at like maybe 15, 16, somewhere around then. And yeah, they just banned me off it, right? I was like, okay. G'day, been a flat out week this week. Oh, that's always good, Link. What have you been getting done down there, mate? What's been going on there, Link? Hope you're sitting down for a bit, mate. Hope you're sitting down. You can see through there, yeah. You're the kind of guy that can charm the socks off a lady. Oh, works on Susie. Oh, shit. It's an interesting thing being a human being, isn't it? We're all trying to figure it out. You don't get too long to figure out when you think about it, right? Like, people get pressured. So I got pressured so much, and all my friends did, when we were like 17, 18. Oh, you're going to uni, this and that. When you're in their 20s, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you got to get on track more. It's all this pressure from everyone, always telling everybody what to do. I think it's so much of it's from everyone they talk to is trying to direct them, that it ends up being, just too much pressure to put on people. I think it takes a long time to learn and figure out what you want, and trial and error and missteps in life and stuff. Would you ride Elon's rocket into space? Oh, I did consider that at one point. I did consider, when I was single, about going off to Mars. Yeah, I would have done it. But some people said to me, they're like, how could you do that? How could you jump on a one-way space shuttle to go die on Mars? I'd be like, it's the first time man stepped off Earth onto another planet, and we're going to build a colony out there. Your legacy goes down in human history as one of the first people to settle a new planet. I'd be down. Females are different to us humans. Whoa. Ray-Ban, I don't know about that. Females complement the masculine, right? If a woman is able to be feminine, and the man is handling the masculine, everything works, right? It's where it unravels is the woman have, a lot of women now have had to become more masculine, because the men have become feminine. The men have become useless at doing stuff. The amount of men around that can't change a fucking car tire. Sorry, boys that can't change a car tire. You're not a man if you cannot change a flat tire. I'm just saying. I don't care if you got millions of dollars and you're just going to call the AAA or a tow truck or whatever. If you cannot change a tire, you are not a man. Right? Why does it always look like you've been sitting in a closet? Or live in one, pretty much. Always look like you're sitting in a closet. Well, I'm in a caravan. It's a caravan. There's the closet. Kanye, you in there? Fish sticks? Yeah. So this is my closet. Didn't they push that Mars mission back? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't keep track of it. John Dunn, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Where are you from, John Dunn? I don't believe I've seen you here before, mate. Passed my COF heavy PSV authority on Monday, so I've got the most WAF cough authorities anyone can get. Fantastic, Link. That's awesome, man. You got the, I assume you got the motorbike one. You can do motorbikes and all that as well, eh? Is the dog pregnant? No, the dog isn't pregnant. No. She's coming on to heat though. She's starting to whine. She's gonna be broken soon enough. So yep. If you forgot to double tap, here's a friendly reminder. Yes, please do hit the like button if you haven't yet, guys. I would appreciate it. I'll try not to ask. But thank you for that, Big Al. The only time I called AAA is because my spare was also flat. So I filled the tyre full of plugs and asked them to bring an air tank. Nice, mate. Nice, yeah. I mean, yeah, the core point of it is like, women need a man who can actually provide and stuff. Otherwise, the woman has to do it for herself, right? So guys will go and young guys will go and date a woman who's like in her 20s or something, or a solo mother or something, somebody who's fiercely independent. They've learned to survive on their own. You go date a woman who works full time. She has her life together. She's got her shit together. Well, you better have your shit together, right? Because the man has to have something to offer. If the woman's having to step in and do masculine shit all the time, you need a woman needs to be at peace. A woman needs to be able to be her feminine, be expressive. That's what will give a man his calm and his peace, right? I think a lot of people miss that when they're looking for relationships and stuff, right? Got to bounce, Mark. Got to work early. Peace, chat. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you for being here as always, bro. Always appreciate it. Thank you for modding as well, man. And of course, I mean, the amount of shout outs I got to give Kurt here. Thank you for your mod work, Kurt. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for your super chats, and thank you for gifting a membership, bro. Absolute legend. There's absolute hero of the channel there, Kurt. I appreciate it, man. So yeah, I hope you enjoy work, bro, and as best you can, right? Quick note on that, actually. I've heard some people around me recently say, "Oh, I don't like work." It's like, man, you got to be there anyway. If you're already signed up for it, you can have problems at work, just like bosses, whatever, right? But you're there anyway, so you might as well approach it more positive, right? We had a chat about it once in here, and it was like someone's like, "Oh, if you got a shit job, just do the minimum possible." It was like they make reels and shorts and stuff about it. Oh, do the minimum effort possible because they don't care. It's like, well, if you want to be stuck in that job forever, sure. But like any job can be made progress. You're like, oh, there's no way to progress working at Starbucks. It's like, yes, there is. You're right in front of the customer. All these businessmen in suits, all these people coming in all day, who have the potential to provide you a better job. If you're the miserable person behind the counter in your first job going, oh, you serve whatever, and you're not good, you're never going to progress out of that. You're relying on your position in that company to maybe change, right? If you're really good with the customers and they see, right, man, this person could be really good in sales or something, somebody's probably going to give you a job in, something else, right? Different way of looking at it, right? Rather than just looking at, oh, I'm getting this many dollars, oh, they can get this much effort out of me. It's like, well, if you're the superstar of it, you can move on, you can open other doors for yourself, right? There's always other ways to do things. Yeah, thank you for being here, Kurt. Much appreciated, man. Yeah, Raymond, I won't read that one out. I have heard that joke before, bro. It's a pretty good joke, but I won't read it out on live. Is it wintertime where you are? Yes, it most definitely is. Speaking of which, I'm going to put my beanie back on, man, because I'm freezing my giblets off. All right. Should we go full Kenny? I'll just... All right. I've got to handle chat. I might be warm enough now. There we go. Look, I've got it all sorted. All right, I'm good. I'm now warm enough. Keep Kenny. Yeah, exactly. I'm Kenny now. That's good. This is good. I'm warm now. I'm still not warm, guys. I'm cold. It is winter. This is a good solution. I like this. Stops me smoking too. This is my anti-smoking jacket instead of a smoking jacket. This is my anti-smoking jacket. We'll see if it works for a while. This is good. I like this, guys. This is a good direction for the channel through the winter months. We're just gonna go full igloo mode. This is good. Makes my shoulders look bigger too. Makes me look real flash. It's good. I like it. I like it. This is very comfortable. I can still read the chat. If anybody's wondering, my heater broke. Right? Broke my heater. So, here we are. This makes me look like I have a really round head. Okay, that's good. I'm glad we haven't turned my channel into brain rot just for the sake of keeping me warm. Just keep the power bill down though, so it's good. That's good. This is a good plan. I'm liking it, chat. Double sleeping bag could help keep you both warm and cuddled up together. Well, I could cuddle the dog. I could cuddle. I miss Heidi. I'm sorry, I don't want to lay on you, dog. You comfy there? So at least you got long fur, dog. Keeps you warm, mate. All happy now? I'm glad you finally settled down. You were very, very disruptive at the start of the stream, dog. Right, I'm warm now. This is good. Very good, chat. Yeah, Rashi. Yep. I'm keeping warm here with the dog. It's cold, chat. It's cold. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn the electric frying pan on. Hang on. This was my solution last night, is I'm using the electric frying pan as a space heater. It works very well, I must say, but I've had enough. I feel like what's the movie? Is it Matt Damon, the Mars one? The Mars one where he gets stranded on Mars, right? And he can't use the heater. So he puts a nuclear core something behind him. Right? You know the one I mean. Well, I can't remember the name of that movie. I watched it enough. Right, we're going to heat up. We're getting some heat in the door. Where am I from? I'm from New Zealand, my friend. It's winter here in New Zealand. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yep. Get to the chopper. Interstellar. No, not Interstellar. The Martian. The Martian is the movie. Not Total Recall. No, The Martian. It's where he's a botanist that ends up stranded on Mars. And he's cold in the spaceship, and he realizes it's like being in a Tesla, you know. If he turns the heater on, he loses half his range. You see? Boil a pot of some water. It will have a high thermal mass and put steam in the air. Okay, we could do that. I did warm up in here all right last night. I put the electric frying pan onto 150 Celsius and it clicked on and off for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. And it was did a better job than warming up with the fan heater. This is good. It's a... Gotta head outside, do some more on the horse float. New floor nearly done. Catch it. Alright. Have a good one, mate. I'll give you a proper... Yeah. It's too warm now. There we go. I'm all warmed up. Gotta head outside. And this one, it must be blimmin' cold down your way, because Link's here, he's down the South Island. He's got a lifestyle block down there. He streams from his lifestyle block, if you do want to check Link's page out. Actually, I'm going to pin that, mate. I'm going to pin that. If anybody likes like lifestyle content, right, do check out Link's place pin message. There we go. Do check out Link's channel, right? So he's got chickens. There's horses. Yeah, goats and all sorts. There's all sorts there, and he works on old like Massey Ferguson tractors and stuff like that. He's a car inspector by trade. He's a car inspector, and not just cars, trucks and all that as well, right? So have a great night. You're off to bed too. All right, Craddy, yeah, have a good one, mate. Yeah, you're looking good in the creator. Got himself a gifted membership there from Kurt. So there you go. Nice, pretty green name. Love outdoor adventure, man. I had a favourite YouTube channel. Me and Susie, we adored a YouTube channel, and then they died in August last year. Yeah, but that's the channel we miss. Like the old content's still there, but honestly, these days we don't watch the channel anymore. Like the content's all there. We'd love to. Like I can watch a little bit of it, but Susie, she's just like, oh, at some point I'll watch it again. But it's just a bit fresh, you know. Just a bit fresh on that one. So it was Toyota World Runners channel. Now we found that content, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months before they passed away. You know, oh, maybe a few more. Oh, I'll change my mind again. Don't let too much of the heat out. Oh no. I actually, that reminds me, Link saying that about that horse float. I think I'll get rid of that box trailer I got here. I think it's too beyond saving. I could work on it. It's like, how many projects do you keep? You know, I got a box trailer that I was going to use for motorbike track days or racing, and it's tandem axle. But like when I bought the thing, it was pretty rotten and needed some fixing. Now it's even worse. So, and it's just like, man, do I just build one from scratch? I might just build a new trailer from nothing. Might be a better idea. We'll see how we get on. I think it's the old ADHD trying to take on too many projects at once. You know, I build up projects. You know, I've definitely acquired projects a lot faster than I would be able to actually, you know, get them done. I think. Anybody have any experience with that? They can cite for me something you can tell me about. You know, you cut down on projects and you found it helped you out or whatever. Anybody got some experience on that front? It's like there's a lot of projects, you know, I don't want to give up, and like where do you draw the line between, okay, yeah, in 10 years I'll build that, right? It can sit there in the corner, it's sentimental, it's whatever. It's like I'll get around to it. It can just sit there, it doesn't matter. And at what point is it just sitting there that it's just like, I'll just move it on, you know? I do wonder how much to get rid of, how much to narrow down. Like it's like my old Hilux here. I've got an old 1985 Hilux. So I love the thing. I love the thing to bits. I love driving it. It's a good, fun little ute, right? But like I have the Toyota Dyna now. I have a Land Cruiser, right? Those need fixing. I still haven't fixed my Land Cruiser truck, you know, so I can go travel in it. So it's like, well, do I sit there fixing up Hiluxes and stuff as well, or do I just, you know, get rid of it? Your yes button is overloading the amount you can accomplish. You're right. Yeah, it's. I've definitely moved part. Like I haven't been buying used to, like for a long time. I haven't really acquired much. Like I think the last stupid thing I bought that I didn't need was a Mark One Classic Mini, and I parked it up and went someday. You know, it was dirt cheap, and I threw it in the corner. I went someday because I used to have a Classic Mini. But really, am I really going to sit there and go through all the effort of completely building a Classic Mini to drive it? Like, how often do I use it? You know, I'm more thinking these days about, you know, the stuff I build. I want to use often. You know, I don't want to build 10 vehicles and for all these different purposes, and then have to keep them all road legal. It just becomes too much, right? I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, so I've definitely stopped buying like long term projects and stuff like this. A lot of them I'll get rid of. Like the race chassis. I'd love to build that tube chassis race car. I've got the full tube chassis there. It's all logbook to go on track, but I've got to build an entire drivetrain for it. I've got to build a whole body for it and that. And it's like, if I start building that car bits and pieces, yeah, okay, in 5 years I can have it done. I can put it on the track. But it's like, how often am I going to take it on the track? It's a 4 or 5 hour drive to go to a track day with this thing, load it on a car trailer, take it all, get all the blah blah blah, just to go drive it. It's just if I lived right by a racetrack or something, yeah, I'd build it. But where I am, it doesn't make much sense. But then there's teenage me and little boy me who grew up watching race cars and tube chassis race cars and V8 supercars and stuff. And then as an adult, I have a tube chassis race car sitting there. Well, the makings of one. I have the chassis. But do I need to actually do everything like that? Or I think my race motorbike's sufficient. I think the race bike will do the job. I think I want to do some racing in the next couple of years, do a few races, and then just enjoy. There's nothing to stop me enjoying track days for the next 20, 30 years, having some fun. And got the road bike to take Susie out on. Susie loves that, right? She'd never been on a motorcycle before. Well, within about a week of meeting me, she had. So yeah, so then we upgraded upgraded to the ZX14, and yeah, we've had some great fun on that. I don't ride the ZX14 like a dick on the road, right? I don't ride it at 1,000,000 miles an hour because I've got Susie's life in my hands on the back as well. And even when I'm on my own, it's like I used to ride a lot quicker on the street than I do now. These days, I'm just like, I'm just out for a ride. If I want to go really quick, I'll do it on track. I like some good corners, I'll flow it through, but I'm just hyper vigilant, hyper aware, and it's like even if I'm on my own, it's not Susie's. I ride like Susie's on the back because it's like, well, she wants me to come home, right? Just as much as when she's on the back. So I've seen a lot of that on like Instagram, people getting on the back of bikes with people that just you'd never get on the back of a bike with. They're flying down highways doing crazy shit. It's like don't get on the back of a bike with somebody who has to show off. Same with cars, right? You don't get in a car as a teenager. You teach your kids that, Don't get in a car with somebody who's going to show off, Oh yeah, we got a couple of girls, we're going to go out in the car and whatever. It's like, is that guy going to drive like a dickhead to try and impress the girls? And, don't be a passenger in your life. I think that's what it all comes down to, is the more control you take over your life, the more you're actually just trying to make those right choices. You know what you're aimed at, and you're narrowing it down. I think that's been the thing that's really helped me. Is just narrowing things down and refocusing and being like, okay, well, what do I actually want out of life? Like, I haven't got that long on this earth. There's a lot I want to achieve. Can't do everything. I've never done that actually, Bingo. I've managed to dodge that one. I've never accidentally touched an electric fence. I've done well with that. I nearly did once. I nearly did. I mean, that won't be hooked up, and I'm like, oh no, it is. It is. Right. We're nearly at 50 likes. Oh, thank you guys. I do appreciate it. I would put a poll up, but it took the option away after my first one. Because YouTube does that sometimes. You finish a poll and then it won't let you start a new one. The option ain't there. I think you can, if you flip the camera around, sometimes it'll come back. Did it come back? No, it didn't come back. Now, well. Well, I can't put a poll up. This is a problem, because I was going to pick a new topic. What shall we talk about, folks? What do you want to talk about? If you're new here, it's primarily like a self-improvement channel, right? We're just trying to have a positive chat about life, right? Away from the negativity. So if you've got like friends, family, doubt you, and whatever it is, right? And you want somewhere a bit more positive to hang out, just chat about whatever's going on. Good, bad, doesn't matter, right? We talk about the bad, we talk about what people are struggling with, so you can get some support, so you can get some help. Good morning, Bean. Good to see you, mate. How are you? Good to see you, mate. We're just hanging out, man. As per usual, these streams, we hang out at night, we shoot the shit, and we go where the conversation goes. So it's up to you guys. Drive a little over the speed limit, no showboating. I've made it to the hospital in record time after my son's car accident last year. 100 mile an hour plus on that drive. Shoulder was my lane if needed. Fair enough. Like what I do, I definitely understand that. People rushing to hospital and stuff. I haven't had to do it myself, but I think I've had to remind myself that if I have to do that, I do need to be sensible about it and just I'll get there when I get there, I suppose, right? But I can definitely understand the desire. But you know. How was your son? 100 mile an hour drop, jeez. How did he go after the car accident? Is he all right? What's the story there, Lightwood? Good morning, everyone in chat from Bean. Bean, you're a true gentleman, aren't you, mate? How's things going in Beantown's world? Anybody else in the chat? We got 9 people here. How's everybody going? Who's lurking? Say hello. I'm friendly. Oh, mate. I heart wheelies. I like the name. I don't know. Don't know what you mean with the comment there, mate. What do you ride? I heart wheelies. What are you riding there, mate? It's a very small picture. Let me know what you ride, man. I do love my motorcycles. I do understand your comment. I do understand what that says. I heart wheelies. I'm just not going to play into it. But I do want to know what motorbike you're into. Right? We can have a good conversation. How's the doggies doing? Oh wait, Dyna. Nice. Wheelies on a blimmin' gnarly Dyna. Yeah, that's serious, mate. When you're doing wheelies on a Dyna, you know what you're doing. Like, you know, when you see sports bike wheelies, you know what you're doing if you're wheeling one of those, mate. Solid. Oh yeah, nice. Now we're talking. I'm mostly into my Kawasaki's for the street. I've ridden a few Harleys over the years. Just not quite my thing. I don't really like full on sports bikes on the road either. I like something more sort of touring. So I usually ride a ZX14, but I broke it. I ran a crank bearing in it, but that's all right. We're going to be getting back to track days hopefully this year. I wonder if I'll get a track day in this year. I think I could make that happen by the end of the year. I think I'll try get a track day in on the race bike. We'll see how we go. Got a booster as well. Nice, man. Nice. Yep. Yeah, I'd sat on a few boosters and that. I haven't ridden one, but I sat on them, and because I'm 6'2", I always go the Kawasaki. I like my big Kawasaki's. On the track, I got a CBR 1000. Fully built Hollands, blah blah. 3 months after your son's car accident, 3 months home rest, cracked ribs, punctured lung, bruised liver, cracked sacrum, broken nose, facial lacerations. He's been now back to 100%, just bored from job hunting. Damn, Lightwood. As I always say, Lightwood, the job hunt's getting harder and harder. Make your own job. There's always that option, you know, work from home and stuff, work online, find ways to make money online, rather than trying to find a job in society that's never going to pay you what you're worth, right? Job hunting can be one thing, but on the other side, I'd be, you know, if I could wind back the clock 20 years, I would have started building something for myself a lot sooner. Love the ZX14, they're a bit bigger. Yeah. So yeah, I ran a crank bearing in the ZX14, but I got the ZZR 1200 as well. So the ZZR 1100 is like the old boxy one. I don't know if you would have seen a ZZR 1200 around. They're pretty uncommon, but am I on a train? No, I'm in a caravan, mate. In a caravan. So I've been here like 3 years building a garage and stuff. Building a garage and building a cabin and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, in here at the moment. Hang on. I'll pull up hang on, I can pull up a picture here. Your telephone home, hang on. Hang on. How do I do that again? So that one? That one. There you go. So that's 3 years ago. That's what I came to. It was just a sheep paddock with some dead cars in it that I'd throw on here, right? So I've been building all that. That's been the mission. What other pictures over here? This is the other shed we took down. You were doing that. I don't know what this picture is. Oh, there's my new truck. There we go. After we painted up the old... That's my Dyna, bro. There you go. That's my Dyna. It's the old Toyota. Here we go. So that's what's going on around here. My message is working. Yes, they are. The ZZR12. Yeah. Nice, yeah. I did see... Did I miss a message here from... Bingo, your messages are working. Being punched in the nose. Yeah, you're a shark. Motorcycle mechanic, 20 years now. Really been handling it. To be honest, mate, I could have done a lot better. I've been a bit slack, to be honest, but I'm doing all right. I'm flowing along. Getting there. I got a cabin. We're building. You see that more in the daytime and that. But yeah, I stream stuff from the garage, working on bikes and that. I used to assemble bikes. A bit of motorbike mechanic stuff, but nothing too intensive. But I always worked on my own bikes and that. But yeah, I used to. Where are you from, Wheelies? Are you a Kiwi by chance or something? Where are you from? Motorbike mechanic. Oh, we might need one of those. Might need one for racing. We all could have done better, big dog. Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong, right? It's I don't beat myself up. Like I can't change the past, but I'm always like at the end of today, I'm like I've just given myself a couple of days of streaming and had a couple of real chill days because I felt like I was burning out a bit, and I was like, man, I just need to stop for a couple of days so I can just think and reassess and just rethink some stuff and make sure I'm actually, sort of framing up the next, 3 or 4 months in my head, right? I'm okay, like I'm a worthless American. No, 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 nobody's worthless. No, no, nobody's worthless. We're all human beings on Earth. Everybody has good value, mate. Yeah, motorbike mechanic, bike, right, good. Yeah, so we are talking about an America tour at some point in the channel's future, probably 4 or 5 years away. But I want to ride Laguna Seca. I know that. I want to ride Laguna Seca. I think the other one I saw I want to ride is VIR. VIR, like they have a big, like it looks like quite a high speed run through like a forest track. Saw some track day footage from there, and I was like just flicking through all these consecutive corners. I was like, oh yeah, that's a bit of me. That's a bit of me. So you get me talking about motorcycles on here, I'll get far too excited. No, I'll have to let you out after stream, bud. Bed. Hey, bed. No, I'll let you out before stream. You gotta go to bed. Stay there. No. No, go lie down. Go lie down. Good boy. Stay there. You have to wait. That's why we were outside for like 40 minutes right before stream, and you did all your business, mate. You just have to wait a bit. I'm sure you'll be fine. You don't identify as human? That's all right. What do you identify as? I was once a helicopter engine mechanic, but I was younger and dumb. I didn't realise what I could have been. What could have been. Interesting. Life changes, right? Things happen. Like it's like you look back on old relationships or old friendships and stuff that existed, and like I've been thinking about this in the last few days as well. Old friendships I had that ended or I ended, whatever. I think back on it, it's like an old girlfriend or something. You think back on it, like like things maybe weren't that bad. And you kind of remember the highlights, you remember the good times, but you don't remember. We tend not to remember all the bad stuff. We tend not to remember like what changed in our life and why we went that direction and what other paths it took us into, right? So it all serves us, right? It's all about the journey. It's not about the specific activity to some extent, right? Hey, do something good to see you, man. How are you? Yeah, going all right, going all right. Had a couple of days off stream and just resetting the mind and that and thinking and definitely needed it. We have hundreds too. Watkins Glen is amazing. All right, Watkins Glen. All right. I've I definitely know it. I played enough Forza Motorsport. I know Watkins Glen. I'm just trying to remember the layout in my head. I'll look it up later. Yeah. It sucks how we have to live life in forwards, but we only learn in reverse. It doesn't suck in a way though, right? Because that's how we learn, right? It's all about the journey in life. Whatever we pursue, once we get it, we pursue something else, right? We're never satisfied. The grass is always greener, as they say, right? You're like, you can't have everything in life, so we're always going to have regrets. Like, as they say, like people who are married, some people who are married wish they were single. People who are single wish they were married. Some people have kids, and wish they didn't have kids. Some people don't have kids and wish they had kids. We're always like it's you can't regret the option we didn't take at the time, right? We can't look back and be like, oh, what if I'd done this? What if I'd done that? It's like if I'd gone other paths in life, with things, it never would have led to me meeting Susie and having the life I have now. You know? I'm very grateful for the life I have now. So I don't know. There could have been any point on anywhere on that path. Like there's near misses I've had on motorbikes that if I'd been 5 seconds earlier up the road, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. If I'd been half a second earlier up the road, or the car coming the other way had been half a second earlier, I wouldn't be sitting here. So I think motorcycles have given me a lot of that perspective in life. Like one little thing differently, a second or two here or there, I don't think I'd be here. Yeah, and like the stream, do so people, double tap, it's free. Yes, thank you very much. Do something, much appreciated, mate. I wonder, is D going live this morning? He should be, man. At maybe he might be on a bit late, man. But yeah, do double check his channel. It may not have notified you as all, man. I haven't got a notification, but sometimes it doesn't push them out. So yeah, do check the Men of Action channel, and do let me know if he's on. But sometimes he's not always on, but he might be a bit late or something. He can be. It does happen. It's rare to happen, but sometimes it will appear about an hour and a half later. Sometimes an hour and a half earlier. She's in hospital now. Been there a week today. Went to visit her. Oh, what's going on there, Ben? Is she doing all right, mate? Well, obviously not too all right if she's off in the hospital. But yeah, how's she going, mate? What's going on with that? It's good to get to visit her, man. Like I still understand you guys. You guys associate through your son and that. So it's a terrible curse to see it all perfectly clear in the rear. Yeah. I feel, I definitely see where you're seeing it from, man. I just try and reframe everything like that. Like, I'm not, like, it's not that you're wrong or anything, right? It's a terrible curse to see it all perfectly clearly in the rear. It's like self-awareness. So, there we go. Men of Action's just gone live right now to answer your question. Do something. Dennis has just gone live. I just saw that pop up. So yeah, you can feel free to abandon me. Go see old Dennis. It's all right. But it's like self-improvement, right? It's the curse of awareness is but would you rather than being aware of all these things, would you rather just be like, duh, I'm like watching the football game, duh, eat Cheetos, you're just completely unaware your whole life? It's the curse of awareness, right? It's yeah, you start to question everything, and that's where a lot of people get really damaged, as they get to their late 20s or especially early 30s, about 33, 34, and they start to really wake up to the world, and then that's where all the questions come. I've wasted my life. I've missed all my opportunities. That's where I see a lot of the depression, a lot of the struggling, right? Crossing that barrier, and you've got the minimums of comfort in your life. Like you got a job, whatever, things are going all right. You got a roof over your head. There's food in the fridge. Once people have sort of the basic human needs catered to, it's very hard to progress from that state onwards. So there's the curse of awareness. As you become aware, but you're stuck in that comfort and like, I could risk things, I could lose this and that, right? So that's where all the questions arise, right? That's where we hit that wall, I think. But like then, it's a terrible curse to see it all perfectly clearly in the rear view. But that's where the lessons are, right? Like I'm glad I can look back at the bad choices I made, at the bad things that have happened to me, whatever, right? And I can still reference them to this day. It's like, I go to this, it's like, this could, okay. I'm still going to factor that past. I can't change the past, but I can take those lessons and make sure I'm applying them, make sure I'm trying to serve my own best interests, right? School teaches us to learn in reverse. History is all past time. The economic stuff is outdated, etc. Yeah. Yeah, off textbooks from, 30-year-old textbooks half the time, right? Or 50-year-old textbooks in school. That's what we had. You used to get the same thrill running from the coppers. Everybody gets their kick somehow, I guess, Rick. Sitting on your couch, busted up now. Oh no, you done got it wrong with a wheelie, eh? Oh well. I always think of it. I talk about it often on here, I Heart Wheelies. It's about like we got to remember, like, people are learning new things and they're struggling. It's like you got to remember, like, when you learned to ride a bicycle as a kid, you fell off, you blooming skinned your knees, you brushed your elbows, right? Yeah, and we get back up again, right? We got to remember that as adults in everything we do. It's You didn't learn to walk out of nowhere. It was, you were crawling, you stumbled a few steps, you fell over, you stumbled a few steps, you ran around the house as a kid when you were told not to and smacked your head open on a table and had to be rushed to accident emergency. Mum was picking up butter off the shelf for 2 seconds, apparently. I know how long my mother takes to read a label in the supermarket. She says she turned away for 2 seconds. I highly doubt it. I know how long it takes her to read a label. So when I was a teenager, I was like, hang on a minute. But yeah, I think I was about three or four. I was sitting in the basket in the shopping trolley and yeeted myself out the side onto the floor head first, cracked my skull open on the tile floor in the supermarket. So that would probably explain a lot, probably why I like motorcycles and stuff. Some good old childhood head trauma. We've talked about that before, for Bingo. Yeah, you're all right, mate. Whatever makes you happy, mate. Crossing, hopefully nothing bad happened, God forbid. You just being alive. Yeah, don't think that way. Do something. Just you got to remember, guys. If a streamer doesn't turn up, we are all right generally, right? Don't worry about us. If Dennis doesn't show up for half an hour, it's not that something's happened. If I'm not on here for 2 days, I'm just chilling on saying I will do a community post, though, right? Because some people I took a couple of days off here. And at least 20 people have been commenting and on videos and stuff and mentioning in their lives they were concerned about me and everywhere in the chat. Like, I appreciate the care and the love, most definitely. But yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. But we do vanish from time to time for a day or two. She told me that it's because of me that she's there. She's got a really bad cirrhosis of the liver, drinks a lot. Yeah, Bean, I'm very glad you're out of that. I'm very glad that's an ex, Bean. The mindset you've got to deal with there. I've dealt with that mindset for some former friends and stuff, and former relationships myself, Bean. So I definitely understand, man. It's everything is not their fault. It's your fault. She's in hospital with liver problems from drinking. Because you drove her to it, right? It's all your fault. It wasn't her own choices. I ran into a lot of that with people who drank a lot. I started to become that way myself. You're bang on. Yeah, it's just unfortunately that's how it is, right? You got that's a good thing for. Hey, bed. Oi, bed. I have to let you out later. No, you have to wait. Go lie down. Go lie down. Are you listening? Go lie down. I'll let you out soon. I know, but you went out right before live. You'll be right. No. I can hear I'm not going to say the animal's name, but I can hear it out there. Stop it. I know what you're thinking, and you're not doing it. He wants to go see the POSSUM. That's what he's thinking about. I'm preaching. Oh, I'll try my best. Had a bad accident. Oh, I've had a few, man. Had a few motorcycles and stuff. Messed myself up a wee bit. Broke my hip on a BMX about, I was going to say 3 years ago. It must be over 4 years ago now. I broke my hip. That was a good one. Classic old. All my mates were giving me so much shit when I was I think I was about 34, 35, and I broke my hip. Everyone's like, oh, old man, soft bones breaking your hip. Zed, stop. That is enough, dog. I'll be off here in a little while, dog, and then you can go out again. But right now, you don't need to. You're just being performative. I know what you're doing. But yeah, Bean, just brighten up my day every day, Mark. I appreciate that, Jamie. I appreciate that, man. If you ever got any questions, Jamie, just go for it, dude. Sometimes the best spot is to be at the bottom. Yep. You learn a lot, right? You learn to rely on yourself, right? You learn to. The best state I get into is where I'm constantly reminding myself that it's on me, right? That's my. Hang on. You move over here. Come here. On this bed. No, come here. Come here. No, you're not going out there right now. Bed. Here. Move. Come on. Off there. Come off. Come off. Dude, stop being stupid. Off. Up there. No. No, you're not going out there right now. You're not. I'm busy. You have to wait. I know you did. I literally watched you, like always. I've watched you do both, so I know where you're at. I'm well aware of all your poops and your peas, dogs. I'm well aware. Alright? You have to wait. And now we got the giant chicken nugget rolling around. Hello, darling. Are we keeping you up? Am I keeping you up? Am I keeping you up? Eh? Oh my, what big teeth you have. What big teeth you have. It's like having a pet shark. What's your favourite dinosaur? Oh, I'm going to have to say T-Rex on that one, mate. The mighty T-Rex would have to be my favourite dinosaur. Warvet, listening to a stranger sing my hymns. Fantastic, man. There was D-Bird Men of Action, who I mod for, is actually live right now. He's a veteran as well from Iraq War and that. Yeah, he battled with pill addiction and all that kind of stuff, so he's on here to serve me and help with that. Hey, dogs, beds, both of you. Alright, hang on. Sorry, guys. Zed, go lie down. I've had enough. I've asked very nicely. No, enough. And your mother's just got home by the sound of it. So I'll be off here in a few minutes or something, dogs, alright? Alright, because your mother's got home in that, alright? So we're gonna get off here. But I just need a bit of a moment, alright? Have some patience. We're back. Took a left turn, someone was on their phone. Oh yeah, typical, man. A bit like how I broke my hip wheelies. You know, I'd been I'd crashed my race bike 3 times at over 120 miles an hour each time. No broken bones, no injury, nothing. Hopped on a BMX bike because I hadn't ridden the race bike for a while. I'm like, oh, I'll go do some BMX for a couple of days. I'd booked some track days. 5 minutes on the BMX, I broke my hip. Like a dusty old man. Dusty, washed up has-been, I'll tell you. Yeah, but Bean, look what it's done. Look what it's done for your Bean. You got to understand, it's not serving you, right? This is a lesson from your ex, bro. This is why she's in the hospital, bro, from the drinking that. What's it done for her? Where has it landed her, bro? You know what it is. And because you were around her so much, that's where you have this desire to go back to the alcohol and stuff, man. It's not going to serve you, bro. The answers you're looking for are not there, Bean. Like, the path you're on has been doing so well for you, right? You already know where the old path leads, man. You know who you were through that period, right? So you hold the line, man. Don't get shit-faced. Don't bury it. Or the reason you want to drink right now, bro, is to bury the emotion, right? Rather than face it. Just sit with it. It's all right. Like, just sit with it, bro. So it's okay to feel it. It's okay to feel off and just be like, man, I don't want to be, Just try and chill out a bit, don't beat yourself up too much. Don't punish yourself for having these thoughts. So you're gonna feel things, man. You can sit with it and just feel it, right? You don't have to solve everything. You don't. Like, I've just spent the last few days, man, just feeling that bit off, feeling just like, man, I really felt like drinking myself. I tell you, I'll admit that. I felt like grabbing a freaking 40 ounce and sculling it down, just going fuck it. But I just sort of sat with it, and a couple of days later, I'm all right, right? I'm all right today. I'm flowing along, and it's all right. This too shall pass. It's just a urge now. It's a lot to take on right now. Your ex is in hospital. All this stuff. I get it. If there was a reason to drink, I hear you, right? But it's not going to help you, man. It's just going to move the problem, right? It just buries you in it, Because of the real connection we'll have. Appreciate it. Hey, love. How was work?
Busy.
Busy? Oh, yeah. Oh, bowl. Oh.
Give them that.
Oh, yeah, rad. Oh, the kimchi bowl noodle. She brings the kimchi bowl noodle. Thank you for that, Claire. Yeah, see, Ben, yeah, I love this. I appreciate the support, guys. Yeah, from Wheelies as well. I appreciate all the support, guys. That's what this chat's about, right? It's not about me sitting here yapping about my life. It's about you guys, your stories, and actually helping each other and talking about this stuff. I have autism. I can't handle noise, crowds, people. The thing I struggle with is friendships too. I don't get many friends in real life outside college and church. That's all right, Jamie. I'm like 39. I have like 5 people max I'd call real, like, actual friends, right? It's all right, man. It's not they're not like Pokemon. You don't have to catch them all. You just need to find your people, the people that align with you. And for me, honestly, like all my friends in real life are a bit on they're a bit neurodivergent, right? They're not normal people, normal, right? But like everybody I know, honestly, that I get along with is autistic and ADHD people and shit, right? That's kind of my circles. We chatted a million mile an hour, and it's like me and Addy over on Team Ola. He does the live boxing, yeah, right. Me and him can have a phone call. It's just, you know, so just Jamie. I think you're very much trying, Jamie, to be normal. You're trying to like socially fit in, and you feel like you're an outcast. So you are, but that's okay. Lean into that. Lean into being you, and you'll find the other creatives. If you're going out and you're trying to be like normal people and trying to fit in, you're not gonna find the people you'll actually get along with. Just be yourself with it, right? Find the people who can tolerate you yapping their ear off about one topic and shit, right? From Wheelies, want to let you know we're all here. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for your support, Claire and Wheelies, for being there. I do appreciate it. Bingo. You may not like him much, but I think you're cool. For everything I've seen of Bean, he's a decent dude. The way he supports D-Bird, me, and that, the way he's always respectful in chats and stuff, he's a fantastic fella. So GST over German Shepherd too. Yep. There's Miss Heidi there. Yep, pure German Shepherd. Yeah, it is a RV, mate. Do I know the movie Fight Club? I do, Rash. Yeah, I do. To be honest, I'm crying right now. I want to be strong, stay sober, but I really want to numb out and feel nothing. By feeling it though, you can work through it now. You can think about being. I'm not saying it's easy, but drinking just means you're kicking the can down the road. At some point, you're going to have to deal with these feelings, right? The sooner you deal with these feelings, the sooner you can not have the urges to drink anymore. The sooner you can not want to go back to those old ways, right? This is where you're going to get the answers, right? And it sucks, man. It's going to take time. Hey, no, enough. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Dog is just... You'll be all right, Ben. You got the strength here through it, man. We've all seen your strength here, man. We've all seen your strength, man. It's all right to cry, bro. It's all right to let it out. You've got feelings. You're a human being. I'm just going to let Zed out real quick. Heidi, stay. Yeah, well, you stay in, Heidi. I can only let him out. Hopefully, he doesn't try to take off under the gate like an idiot. Veterans Unite. Oh, I love that, mate. How far behind am I on the chat? Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to have to skim the chat a bit. Sorry, guys. I've got way behind here. Ramadi. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if Dennis was Ramadi. He was Ramadi, and Abu Ghraib prison, I think it was. Yeah, you've seen the channel, right? I Heart Wheelies. Men of Action. He's live at the moment, man. Men of Action. If you look up that channel, you'll find D-Bird. He's 0311. 0311 Marine. I think he was there 07 kind of era for 4 years. Lag is about 3 minutes, yeah. Okay, I'm just catching up on the chat real quick here, guys. I do apologise, I got very far behind. Definitely need to be here and grateful that you and the fellas are here for me. Thank you. Most welcome, Ben. That's what I do it for, man. That is the purpose of the channel, bro. As much as we yap about all kinds of stuff, the whole idea is if I'm on live and I'm available if people need something, on the day they need to talk about something and vent or whatever, you can vent. You can talk about it, you can, just, I've got to get us on charge as well. Oh, it's all going wrong, chat. We nearly hit 60 likes, thank you guys. Hang on, I'm just gotta get it on the charger. There we go. We're all sorted almost. I won't be on too much longer, guys. Just Susie's got home, so she'll want to wind down. You gotta go to church? Alright, Jamie. Scared of heights and people ever since I was 13. I have changed. Like I'm not okay. It's all right, Jamie, man. In time, man. Just don't be so hard on yourself. I don't know about in Aussie. Here, it's medicinal use. Need a doctor's note, all that stuff. Being watch movies, listen, blob might help remember to breathe. Yeah, Claire. Yeah, watch a familiar movie you enjoy or something. Bean, that's what I'd suggest, man. Like, what's a movie you really enjoy? Sit and maybe have some snacks, bro. Don't. You'll have to start doing push-ups with me if you start putting on too much weight or something. But the alcohol is going to make you gain a lot more weight than snacks will. So fair play. It's not worth the heartache, life-altering outcome that's never took it through. I had one drink almost a year. I was up to a pint of bourbon whenever I drank straight. Yep. That's how it goes. It just down the rabbit hole. You might get 5 to 6 years in jail. You got any advice for me? Spend that time preparing for when you get out. Spend that time learning, growing, taking whatever opportunities you can. Make a plan so when you get out, you can start your own businesses. Be more difficult to find employment. It would really limit your opportunities, right? So your best option when you get out is building something yourself. Some kind of business. Maybe it's landscaping, painting the houses. I don't know. Whatever might interest you, right? But I'd look into learning how to run your own business and go it legit, so you don't end up back there. That would be my take. Cry every day, yeah, Bango, yeah, that's all right. Sometimes the blimmin' reel on Instagram will make me shed a tear, a wholesome story out of nowhere. I'll be like, Thoughts on erectile dysfunction. Cut out the soy milk and all the processed, ultra processed foods and all the bullshit. Eat some steak, drink some milk. You'll be right. Sorry to take you guys' time with my bullshit. No, it's not bullshit, Bean. It's the purpose of the channel, bro. It's not bullshit. It's not. We're here to talk about this stuff, bro. So you're not a burden in any way. You're not interrupting with bullshit. When we talk about anything else on here, we're interrupting with bullshit. The whole point of the channel is so if people are struggling with it. When I was depressed and trying to end my life and wanting to give up on life and all I've battled through, the reason I've made this channel, bro, is so people can talk about it. So you're not interrupting the chat. You are the exact purpose of the chat, man. Morning from Germany. How's my dog? Yeah, dog's doing all right. Dog's doing all right, mate. Yeah, they go. The boy dog, he was choking a bit the other day. He had something in his throat, but no, that was about a week ago. He's been all right since, so that's good. That's all right, Bingo. You got to feel things sometimes, and that's like what we're saying with Bean, right? You just got to sometimes you just want to feel things, right, and process them. It's I completely agree. The urge to numb out with alcohol and stuff, right? That's yeah. But then it carries on, right? At some point, break the cycle today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow. It's a hard one, but you'll get it. You'll get there, Ben. You'll get through it, bro. You'll be all right. You'll be all right, man. Day by day. It's definitely a very difficult situation you're dealing with, but just do remember that situation with the ex in the hospital was a very good reminder to you of what would your life be like where would you be at now, Bean, if you'd stayed with her, if you were still married to her. I don't know if you guys were married or what, right? But she's your ex now, you have a son together. Where would you be at right now if you guys had stayed together with your drinking, with your progress, and now you know where it's landed her and that her mindset is she's blaming you and all this. It's this blame game and all that. Even when she's in the hospital from her own drinking, she's blaming you, right? So I hope you see where you've come from. I hope you see the progress you've made, because don't see your failures and that you still want to drink and whatever and this and that. How far have you come from where you've got that awareness and you've actively been trying to work on it? Thank you, Mark. Really glad I came to you. Very grateful you're here for us. Most welcome, man. This fills my cup, bro. This is what brings me joy and purpose is to help other people. So everybody wins, mate. Nobody's useless. Nobody's useless. Don't ever tell yourself you're useless. We all have our own path. We all have our own things. We all have our own shit, man. Nobody is useless. Yeah, Claire. The Clarkson's farm stuff with the sheep, and that was rough. Yeah. Can you find Zed, please? I let him out toilet. Yeah, if you can find him. Hopefully he isn't one or two. I just don't want to let her out at the moment. I can't supervise her until I'm off here, obviously. Yeah, try. So if you could find him first, would be good. Heidi bed. Yeah, get the boy back in first. You'll be around somewhere. You'll probably be off the garden somewhere. Down back. So I'm here with Mike. Everyone has a story of 20 that can help. I don't mind sharing. Yeah, that's it, right? So, like, I can only come on here with my experience. Like, I'm not like the other YouTubers that put on a show or something, right? And I'm trying to entertain. It's everybody. Like, I just essentially host it, right? Like, I've had my battles in life and my story, but when somebody comes in and they're like, "Man, I'm struggling with this. Like, what do you think?" It's like everybody throws in an opinion. I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, hey, like, I know everything. I only know what I know." So yeah, it's great. I really appreciate all you guys share your stories and help other people in that, right? Great psychologist. Oh, I'm just a host of some description. I'm just here. My mummy and my daddy had a son, and hi, here I am, and I'm figuring it out. We're all figuring it out, right? I've been doing Gemini. Good to see you again, Gemini. I've been doing mentally better. The mental medication they had me on was wrong and making my mania worse. So I stopped all medication. It's been 2 months now. These doctors in America are stupid. Well, that's fantastic, mate. That's fantastic. Just yeah, make sure you keep tabs on it. Make sure you keep tabs on it. See if you can find a better specialist or something. Maybe might be able to help you with some kind of guidance. But it sounds good if it's working for you. Especially if it's reducing your mania, it's a great spot to be. On nurse practitioners, yeah. You definitely yeah. Specialists are good for a reason, right? They know a lot more than your average doctor, so you do try and talk to the right people. That's definitely it. Yeah, they tried to put me on all sorts before I got diagnosed. Yeah, they were trying to. Yeah, didn't go well. And even some of the early psychiatrists and stuff I saw made a mess of my meds. Like I had one when I was my least popular day. Well, I was my most embarrassing day at school was being 14. In a classroom of 30 people, and they started me on new meds that morning. And an hour into class, I was in the fetal position under my desk, bawling my eyes out. And everyone's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I don't know." There wasn't a thought in my head or nothing. I was just on the floor, just inconsolable in tears because they put me on the wrong meds. It was basically there was a big argument with the people who ran the school after that. They essentially wanted to send me to a special school and all sorts of shit. It was my mother had to fight very hard for me to get specialist care in the school, and basically end up with me in a back classroom and with a yeah, well, me and one other student who saw everything in images. His whole memory was visual. It was all in images. That's how we learned. So that was me at 14, 15. Was a special back classroom at school, and then I think when I was almost 16, I was getting on the school bus and I was rode up like everybody else. And I guess this was the ADHD autism deep sense of injustice, right? She's still calling out for Zed. I might have to go find this dog, guys. See me went out the front lawn. Hang on, one sec, guys. Hang on. Zed boy, dinner, come on. You hungry? Hurry up. Just open the gate there. Open the small one. Yeah, I'll be around. Dinner, Zed, come on. We might have to go for a wander in a moment, folks. He's usually just down the garden. He doesn't bloom and go anywhere, but he might be being a dick. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I don't really want to leave Susie out there to find the dog. I let him out toilet, but he's wandered off somewhere. He won't go far. But I'll go check in on the dog. We'll be to go right now. I'll just get my boots on. Heidi, on your bed. Real name is Hector. That's funny, Bean. You couldn't have stereotyped that more. It's good to get your name there, bro. I appreciate you letting me know, bro. Hang on, I'm just getting my boots on. I need to go find this dog. You guys want to wander with me for a moment? I'll find this damn dog. Heidi, bed. No, Heidi, stay. Do you find him? Oh, yeah. Come on, Doofy. Sit, boy. Come on. Good boys. Yeah, of course he was. Come on, in. No. Zed, in. Heidi, bed. Oh, I'll let Heidi out there. Right, we're good. We're good. Right, there we go. Now we're good. We can stay on for a moment now. After a brief word with this boy here. You. Excuse me, dog. Excuse me. I let you out toilet. Excuse me. Look at me. Look at me, Ebony Ray. Look at me. Look at me. Excuse me. Usually I supervise you when you go toilet and you look at the gate and I tell you don't go out there and you really want to go toilet and you were scratching at the door, so I let you out and you've wandered off up the road. 10 years of this crap. The moment I don't supervise you, you take off. You squeeze under the gate. Really, bro? I love you, but you worry me. I mean, you didn't go far, right? But you're up the road. What? Your mother says you're up the road. So you're up the road. I had like 100 meters. You're trying to visit the neighbours' blooming cows. I know exactly what you're doing. You went to visit the neighbours' cows. Of course you did. Of course you did. Oh, typical. Thank you everyone in the chat for your words of encouragement. Thank you, guys. All right, I'm going to take a momentary bathroom break, guys. Nobody wants to hear it's a small caravan. Give me 30 or 40 seconds, all right? I'll be back. We'll stay on a little bit longer. I do apologise, guys. Oh, there you go. Look, I can't even go out go have a blimmin'. Can't even go have a piss around here. I lose half my viewers in 30 seconds. Really? Really? These hoes ain't loyal. Gonna head over to D-Bird stream. Thank you all. Thank you, Mark. Most welcome, Bean. All good, man, as long as you're doing all right, man. Yeah, I was going to try and get over to Dennis shortly. Dogs in. Trolls outside the gate. Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, he's alright. He's a bit of a cheeky dog at times. Bean was going to try and go catch Dennis' stream. You know what? I'm going to go do the same. I'm going to head off, guys. I want to go and support my man D-Bird. So I'm going to be over on the Men of Action channel now. He's a veteran, just does push-ups, everyone. Who's Dennis? If you look up the channel Men of Action, you'll find his channel. dbird0311 is his at dbird0311, dbyrd0311. If you search Men of Action, you should find his channel. If you could type it out for Claire, could you type that out for Claire Beantown? Just type out the at dbird0311, spelt the correct way. But yeah, we'll head over there. He's an American guy. He does push-ups. He's a Marine veteran. He's not for everyone. It depends on the day, but he trolls when he's in warrior mode working out. Trolls will piss him off, and he will run his mouth, and he will put on a show. And I would say it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, but he is a very, very good fella. But it just depends when you tune in. He's not a war criminal. He's not a war criminal. No. He's a war veteran, mate. War veteran, mate. Serving other people was what he did, right? Like he does today. He serves people. He comes on the internet every day, cops hundreds of abusive comments from people because he wants to help men beat addiction. He wants to help men improve their confidence, improve their lives. Just like I do here, right? All Dennis has done his whole life since he was like 18, he went into the military. Yeah, he went and served as a Marine. And now he comes on here. The reason he doesn't work, he still works in landscaping and shit. But the main reason he doesn't work a normal job is he got hit by 3 IEDs in war zones. That guy's been hit by 3 IEDs, like roadside bombs and shit in war zones. That guy's been in the Veterans Hospital multiple times and shit. He's dealt with pill addiction. He's dealt with a lot, man. With a wife and 2 kids, right? And that man has shown up every day on YouTube Live for 7 years. Do you know how hard it is to stream every day for 7 years, doing like 1,000 push-ups a day? Hundreds of pull-ups, hundreds of squats every day for 7 years. You know the mentality that takes? I sure as shit couldn't do it. With scars, no, I don't believe so. No, he's a... Yep. Yep. So there you go, Claire McFadden. If you search dbird0311 without the space, if you just go at dbird0311, you'll find him. Or Men of Action, you'll find him. So yeah, alright guys, I'm gonna roll out. Final shout out, as always, thank you to my moderators for handling all the bullshit. He's like Rambo. He is. I love him. He's like a brother to me, that man. He's the reason this channel exists, by the way, guys. Don't get that twisted. This channel exists because of D-Bird. He inspired me, right? So here we are. Full credit to him on that. Alright guys, and yeah, shout out to the moderators. Thank you for the super chats and everything, guys, and memberships and that. Peace. And yeah, I'll be over Men of Action. Let's go support D-Bird. Have a good one, guys. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow.